Now I wonder, do I move back?
Nope. Too late. Nope, too late. Hello everybody, welcome to Crabby D&D. I am here with my players, Cat.
Hi.
Kirv.
Hi.
Kay.
Hello.
And Vinny.
Hello.
We will be being blessed with a Romulus later on. He is currently on the way. And when Romulus shows up, excellent. And we'll hear from him. Alrighty. You all ready to begin? Or do you have banter you wish to have with me?
If someone can distract Chris while I slowly move Cat back.
Nope.
Haters.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So potatoes. Why have you done this?
I
now Jeff.
I locked Cat in place. She cannot leave. Your positions are final.
Oh no! I thought I got the right to choose.
It's fine. It's only 5d12 damage.
What? Hang on, what?
Oh no!
Oh no!
I've made a terrible mistake.
I can survive 2 of them 5d12. I don't know what to do about the other 3. Roll once.
Alrighty. So, now that we have the ambiance, let us begin, shall we? Welcome back, everybody. Good to see you've all survived the recent weather. Now I think it's time for us to begin. Last session our party, Cat, Kay, Kirv, Romulus, Vinny, and hi, I'm Max, have traversed the past few days across the mountains to finally reach the abandoned giant's fortress after getting some expedient travel from the weather and an interesting run-in with southern white orcs. The party have now reached the outskirts of the fortress. There they otherwise encountered their small cottontail friend who glowed teal, who introduced themselves as Max. Now, resting in Cat's arms, the party approach the fortress and begin to take in what exactly may have happened here. The weather is heavy, with the rain coming down heavier than before. With harsh winds biting your muscles and bone, you feel the cold. It's setting in within each of you. And for most of you, this is a fear of need for shelter, something to help grant a reprieve from this weather. Thankfully, you're currently standing at the precipice of the giant's fortress. That was believed to be abandoned, from what you were told. The evidence before you, on the other hand, would say otherwise. As you see, what looks to be a corpse. Fairly fresh, maybe from what you can generally gather, it hasn't got maggots on it, which suggests that it hasn't been here for maybe more than a day. But up here in the mountains, flies aren't as common as they might be in the lower wetlands. With that in mind, it's a bit difficult to tell. Welcome. On each side of the entrance of the fortress, you can see 2 large stone pillars, simplistic style of carving in each of them, and the high walls ending in crenellations at the top. 3 towers poke up above the roof of the fortress, and the entire thing is constructed of well-cut stone, which is mildly weathered, suggesting age. The fortress, as a whole, gives an atmosphere of longevity, yet lacks the life to show for it. As Jeff circles overhead while you kneel down to inspect the corpse, you now begin to note and see what looks to be a couple of giant skeletons on top of the roof, with what looks to be possibly dried blood or another liquid beneath them. You can't easily see inside of the towers without sending Jeff in further, but as it currently stands, that's what you can see. As shown by the map on the left. You can see there are a number of cold braziers that have been out for for quite some time, and will look to be 2 staircases where the water that is falling is only falling gently onto the staircases, as they are otherwise mildly sheltered from a slight overhang. There are a number of large barrels on the top as well, which are otherwise filled to the brim with water. fresh and in most cases overflowing. Regardless, before you, on the steps that lead up to the main iron doors, which are currently lie closed, you see what looks to be the body, which you are currently inspecting. So, go ahead and roll me an investigation check, please, Cat.
Investigation.
Or a medicine check, depending on what you're trying to get from this.
I'm going with investigation because I suck at medicine.
Okay.
Any help, guys? Guess why not?
No, you're good.
Okay. Fair. I got a 10.
10.
Oh, sorry, I made just needed. I was gonna say I would like to go over and try and see if I can devise anything from medicine.
Okay, so make your own independent check using medicine. So, as you otherwise look over the body, Cat, you can quite clearly see that the body is relatively fresh. You're not entirely sure how old. This is an investigation, not a medicine check for you. But you do note that on this particular character looks to be a coin purse containing no more than 25 gold. You can see what looks to may have once been a wand of not really particularly magical design. It looks fairly crude and standard, and the cloak and clothing on them suggests traveller and possible wayfarer, but nothing out of the ordinary or extreme.
They have a wand?
Indeed.
Do they have a spell book or anything like that?
Doesn't look like it, no. The individual, from what you can generally tell, is of human descent, relatively old. What looks to be just general clothes, robing, and cloak, otherwise that may have once been previously pulled up. And you can see that they're otherwise covered in blood, which, despite the rain, seems to have stuck to them quite clearly. Medicine, Kay? Okay.
I got a 10. Sorry.
5 plus...
I got a 10.
A 10? Okay. Looking over the body, it's strange. The rain should have washed away this blood. And from what you can see of the body, it hasn't died of wounds. You can't see any open cuts or damage to the clothing. You can't see any physical bruising, but as you otherwise do under a closer inspection, kind of pull open the clothes slightly to see what's gone on, you can see sections of the body which have rotted away in clumps and patches, which is very unlike anything you've seen.
Waste not, what not, and I go to get the gold and pocket it.
Okay. And you take 25 gold coins.
Whoa. Hey,
Well,
did you guys pay
I mean,
for
I've told everyone that the gold's there. I would have said that, so
Yeah.
yeah.
What were you saying, Kev?
wasn't this place supposed to be deserted? I say to the rest of the party.
That's what we heard, yeah.
I'm really sorry, how much gold was it again?
25.
25.
25, thank you.
We'll split that up later on. But
Hey.
just if you keep hold of. Well,
Yeah, I'll keep hold of it.
Romulus remind her that she's got to split up later.
I don't think that's a priority right now, guys.
No, but
Don't worry, I've taken note.
oh dear. So, okay. Well, we also had a wand. Okay, did you see anything? Could you make out anything? Or Dr. K, sorry, in this situation.
I'll relay whatever you said, Chris. Sorry, I can't talk.
Okay.
Okay. So, relayed to the rest of you that the injuries are not inflicted, and if they are, it's very odd.
Okay. Possibly magical means?
You can roll an Arcana check if you want.
Sure. I'll roll
Why
an
is it
Arcana
always
check.
magic?
When is it not magic in a high fantasy setting?
Hey, that's 24.
It's a high
24.
fantasy setting, and what's that voice in the sky?
Shh, it's just the thunder. As you otherwise consider whether this could be magic, you look at the wounds, and there's no spell that you know of that could do this. Granted, your extent of magic is, to a certain extent, limited on what you were able to study, and nastier magics weren't your forte. But you still think about it, and there isn't really any magic that would do this. Not to this level. There are some spells which would have a similar effect, but they wouldn't be as similar to this. Spells like Ray of Sickness, for example, could cause a similar effect, causing a necrotizing of the individual's tissue while weakening it, but to this extent suggests something higher level, but you are unfamiliar of what that might be.
Could be magic. I don't know. I don't know, but if it is magic, it's pretty high level magic. So, I mean, if that's the case, everyone be on your guard when we enter, because it could still be around. That's all I've got.
The blood was supposed to be washed away, right?
By the looks of it, yeah, but it seems to have lingered despite of wind and rain.
Okay, and it's still not being affected now.
No. Where the blood seems to have dried, it's almost like it's clinging to the stone, unable to be affected.
Weird.
Are we sure it's blood?
I mean, it looks a lot like blood.
You a doctor?
Most certainly not, no.
Oh no. Oh, this is not gonna go well if I do it. I just realised instinctively, Kirv wants to go over there and put a bit on her finger and taste it.
Oh,
Do you want it then?
Am I gonna die? I know you can't tell me. Do it for the bit.
Okay. You otherwise just stroll past Cat almost nonchalantly and kneel down, kind of dipping your fingers in what, as you now kind of touch it, the blood, being from what you've been told, maybe several days old, it's hard to tell, has congealed. And as you kind of rub your finger through it like it's thick paint, you kind of pull it back and there's a little bit of stringiness to it before you kind of put it in your mouth and taste it. There is definitely a heavy iron taste, similar to that of what you would understand to be blood.
Yeah, definitely blood, guys.
I would like you to go ahead and mark down a 1 on your character sheet, please. Just anywhere's fine. As long as it's not going to be overwritten by anything.
I think I've been contaminated.
Mark a 1 on my side as well.
Is Max still here?
yeah.
Hi,
he's
I'm
still here.
Max. There's just the rabbit currently sat in Cat's arms looking at the body.
Did you do that, Max? Gesturing to the body.
Max looks at you confusedly. I don't think so.
Oh, shame, because it's hella cool.
Think. Okay. Well,
Max hops down from your arms, Cat. Kind of hops over to the corpse. Hi, I'm Max.
Oh!
I don't think he's going to answer you.
Why not? Looks back up at you, Cat, with big
Very-
gooey eyes.
Very dead.
Max,
What's dead?
Do you understand the No, you do not understand the concept of death. Death is the ultimate state of all things. It is where there is no consciousness, no beating heart, and there is nothing left except your cold husk. Do not worry, it will come for you too.
Max kind of just sits there for a moment, letting the rain wash over him. Okay. Hi, I'm Max. And looks back up at you.
Lovely
two.
to meet you, Max.
Okay.
Max is my favourite. Can we take him with us?
Max.
Probably not.
Do you want to come back up?
Jumps back up into your arms.
Could give him another little belly rub. So adorable.
He accepts it.
Okay. Okay. Shall we go in then?
But bring
Get
Max.
out. Oh, Max is following. Max is. I'm carrying Max. He's fine. He's a good boy. Okay.
Alright.
I will let anyone open the door because I suck at doors. And they look big.
As I'm sure we've had this conversation before, please do not suck doors. It is unhygienic.
I sigh and just roll my eyes and go and try and
Suck
open
the door. Oh.
No!
What the fuck?
What's the keyhole for then? So
Oh.
you go.
Oh,
That's another subject
Oh.
entirely.
So
Ah.
you go over and you otherwise begin to push on the door. Go ahead and roll me an athletics check, please. With disadvantage because the doors are 2 sizes larger than you. Yeah, no. You go and you push on the door. There's a heave moment. Doesn't budge. Not an inch.
can you guys help?
You're doing a
Oh.
good job.
Of
Alright,
course.
right then.
Allow me. I am going to... I open the door.
Okay. Go ahead and
You
roll
can
me an
make me roll
athletics
for
check.
it, but you don't. You know you don't have to, right?
I mean, I do. It's my job. I'm the DM.
21.
21. You push on the door and you begin to strain as it begins to budge. You unfortunately do not meet the DC and are not able to open the door on your own.
Well, looks like I'll need some help. Anyone?
Well, as long as it's movable, we should all be fine.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be
Let
a
me
lock,
give you a
and
hand.
from Romulus has started pushing on them, but if Romulus is to strain on his own, he will suffer a point of exhaustion or possibly either broken bone or torn muscle because this is a heavy strain.
Okay.
Maybe I'll just die.
How wide
You
are these
won't
doors?
die, I'll
How
give
many
you a
of us
hand.
can push?
Right, so what was that, Cat?
I mean, I can push.
How wide are these doors? How many of us can push?
All 5 of you can push all at the same time because Kay's a small creature.
Okay. I'll go over and
Yeah.
I'll also try to push, but
Okay.
know full well that Sychani is the master of doors, so Sychani is really doing the pushing. I'm just
Okay.
making
I
it
would
look
like everyone to go ahead and roll me an athletics check for anybody who will be helping with the door. Kat, seeing as you're using Sychania, please use a +8 modifier.
Okay.
Oh, I don't need to roll with disadvantage.
Yep. Anybody who is not Romulus rolls a disadvantage here because you are
Oh.
smaller than the door.
Right.
I am 1.
Do you want me to roll again, or
But
I'll let you decide.
I'll give it another go. I feel like Romulus should try and assist when everyone else is helping. Oh no, it was a 2.
Okay.
I
so
also
Well, it's a 10, but it's still not Gucci.
Okay.
You know what's gonna happen? I like put in like the minimal amount of effort whilst everyone else
okay.
tries their hardest.
10. Vinny, what did you get?
9.
9. Kay. Okay.
4.
4. Cat. Or
Seriously.
Kirv, rather.
8.
8.
18.
18 and Kirv.
2. She thought she could get away with
2.
it with a run out of pushing.
You got a natural. You got a natural 1, didn't you? So
Yes.
that's also with a minus
Oh.
5 modifier. So that's minus
Yeah,
3.
I forgot. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like the door.
Okay. As you're all pushing and straining to get this door open, there's a moment for each of you as you begin to push, and you can hear it grinding and heaving with a total of 38. You feel the door budging. I will allow one person a re-roll because you are using all 5 people and you are very close to the result.
May I, guys?
You're the
Yeah,
only one
go for
rolling
it.
without
Yes,
disadvantage, so go for it.
please.
I'm not spending a rage on this. I don't care if we don't get in. I really have no stake in this beyond wanting to get inside eventually.
Okay.
22.
Yep. With that, you push and the doors open, otherwise illuminating the interior. Slowly but surely.
Bit by bit.
Bit by bit. Okay.
Okay. Stepping into the interior, you are immediately greeted with the scent of blood. There is a very clear smell of rot within this particular segment of the room. You can see what looks to be a very old corpse up ahead of what looks to be maybe once a giant skeleton. You can see a pillar directly across from the doorway, at a diagonal to you, and around the corner you can see what looks to be a small, short wall to either side of the doorway, allowing you to see over and beyond into more of the cavern. It is pitch black in here. For those of you with dark vision, you can see about the distance you can currently see. Romulus, looking in, you can't see anything, but your senses being slightly heightened, you can smell the blood and rot very clearly.
Okay. Let me help with this. It's a glimmer.
Okay.
Out the horn.
And your horn illuminates, illuminating more of the area for you to see. Okay. Okay. Keep that locked. Okay. This is what you can see. You see what looks to be another corpse slightly further in. A table, very much shattered and broken off to one side, and what looks to be a few old and tattered books, which you can't make out too much more. A broken table, a campsite, and some old abandoned packs, and what look to be some bedrolls. You also see what looks to be a corpse of another character.
To the
Another
bedrolls
character.
look-
Oh my god, it's not Sasha.
Do the bedrolls look new or?
Do you wish to make a perception check, or do you wish to go up and investigate further? Investigation will be easier in this. Perception will give you more of a general idea.
I'm going to do investigate.
Okay, so you'll be approaching up to them.
Yeah.
Okay,
Romulus.
approaching up to the bedroll. Is anybody else moving accordingly? You may
That's just-
move near freely within this space currently.
Romulus, there's some books at the back there. Can
move
we
here
go
to keep
check
an eye.
them out?
Yes, let's do that.
The bedrolls are medium, right?
Yes.
So that's for medium creatures? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, looks like it. So, Kirv, go ahead and roll me an investigation check, and as your light emanates around the corner a bit more, you can see a little bit further in.
Okay. So we're heading to the books.
8.
8. Looking at the bedrolls, they're not old, they're not rotten, they're not covered in dust. They've been used fairly recently. It's hard to say. They've been left very much in a hurry. You can see that they aren't made by any means, and they have been abandoned. You can see, not far from here, what looks to be an elven corpse currently lying very not far from the bedroll itself, wearing what looks to be more of a kind of night clothing with a cloak over the top.
Okay. I announced to the others, be careful. These bedrolls don't look that old. You might not be the only ones here.
Okay. Your voice otherwise echoes through the chamber and out, kind of working like an amphitheatre as it gets louder and louder the further it travels.
Right. And in that case, yeah, I'll be looking through just my normal eyes with the light. Jeff is going to be on constant surveillance,
Okay?
keep an eye out for anything, and me and Romulus are going to check out these books.
Okay, so you two are going to keep moving past. Okay. As the light leaves you all behind, if anybody wishes to do any checks, you will be doing at disadvantage without the light.
I'm gonna cast dancing lights, and
Okay.
I'm gonna take a look around.
Okay. Kay, what would you like to try and do? I note that you've stood next to a corpse.
I was also going to be looking around.
Okay, just in general, or?
Yeah, I want to see if I can see anything that looks like it could possibly be out of place.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a perception check, you two, as you're doing general checks here. Captain Romulus, you approach up to this. You see what looks to be a giant, chair. It has split and is currently crumpled in a V shape, with a large section of the table fallen off to one side, while the rest of it remains mostly intact, but held up by only one leg and leaning against the back wall. Also, give me a perception check for Jeff, please. Kay and Vinny, what were your rolls, please?
15.
I got
Making sure that the dancing lights are always in a good place for us, that we can see what we're doing.
15 and
16.
I got 14.
15 and 14. Okay, so the two of you being fairly vigilant, kind of looking around, keeping a generally good eye. You note that there are these two skeletons, and using the dancing lights to get a little bit of a better view, I will reveal this, and you can see what looks to be another skeleton a little bit further in. You note, I will say, just with a passing glance, the two of you, something seems off about the skeleton in front of you and the skeleton by Cat. It looks odd, like it's not how it should be for a skeleton. You're not quite sure what, but you'll need to perform further checks to discover whatever that might mean. And what did Jeff get?
16.
16. Okay. Okay.
Okay, then.
Let's alter this. What would you like to do?
BRB, guys.
Okay. Okay. Right. Everyone be wary of the skeletons, and there might be something up with them. And I'm going to move over to this one and take a bit of a closer look.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation or a medicine check, depending on what you would like to try and achieve here. Okay, you may do the same, either an investigation or a medicine check of your choice.
Investigation for me.
Medicine for me.
Okay. Okay. Vinny, that was a natural one?
Yes.
Your eyes look over the corpse, and although you know something's off about it, you don't entirely know what. There are sections of it which look broken and damaged. That much you can pick up. But other than that, there's not really anything that stands out to you as you kind of give it a little bit of a nudge. Kay, medicine total?
14 again.
14. Looking over the body, and with your prior experience with this, you can see what look to be clear, clean holes through sections of bone across the body. You recognise what this might be. Do you want to take a stab at it before I tell you?
Can you repeat that again? Sorry.
You can see what look to be clear, kind of clean holes that go straight through sections of the bone. You've seen something like this before. Did you want to take a stab at it before I tell you? You lost Sudz. You right there, Sudz?
The anticipation is killing me.
Yes.
I'm guessing Sudz must have lost
Ooh.
connection there. Okay.
Mhm.
So in the meantime, Kirv, Cat, or Cat, do you want to do anything? Unless Romulus is back.
I'm investigating the books.
Okay. How are you going
Um,
to retrieve
How heavy do they look? Can I retrieve them with mage hand?
them? You might be able to. Currently, they are about like 10 feet up on a table, so you can't simply reach for them from this angle.
I'll. There's one right here. Okay, I'll go round
Okay.
to here, checking to make sure nothing's behind him. Assuming this pillar gonna ambush me.
You can see what looks to be another corpse.
There's more bodies. Okay. Maybe there's something in these books. So I'm gonna look in the books.
Okay.
While Jeff is still watching out.
Okay. Looking through the books, they are written in Giant, which thankfully you read. Go ahead and give me an investigation check to see how quickly anything occurs here.
Okay.
And what were you going to do in the meantime, Kirv?
Well, I was actually just going to go over there and explore that, but this obviously been opened up now. As in the little.
Oh, over here. Okay. Also, you're getting a general lay of the land over here. You can see what looks to be old weapons racks that currently lie covered in dust, no weapons in sight. A old brazier that has been shattered in the back corner from some form of impact, from what you can gather, and a corpse that is crumpled on the ground.
Mm-hmm. What about this block?
Ah, this one leads upstairs.
Ah. Found some stairs when we're ready.
Okay.
The rest of you hear that. What was the investigation total?
It was 10.
10. Looking at the book and kind of getting a general read on the giant runes in it, it seems to be some form of catalogue almost. And as you begin to kind of go through, there is a bunch of different bits of writing. It's very scrambled and there are pages missing and bits of it that are damaged. But some form of catalogue detailing smithing work and rune work.
Hey, Romulus.
He's not here. We're currently 3 players.
I can be
he's
here
back.
now if you need me to be.
Yes, please.
What is that?
Can you hang on to these 2 books? One of these contains smithing and rune stuff, which could be useful for both of us.
Yes, that could be useful. I will hold on to it.
Okay. I will again. If he collects both books, then should we check the packs to see if maybe they wrote the old investigator or the people here wrote something? Maybe there's something. Check the body. Okay. How are we going to do this? Okay. To start with, I'm going to check the body, if everyone else is still around and looking, and then I'll check the packs to see what's going on.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation check. I'll say if you, Romulus or Kirv, want to investigate the body and one of you does the packs, then...
Romulus, do you want to do the packs while or does Kirv want to do one pack, Romulus do one, and I'll do the body?
I'll check at least one pack, if not both.
Okay.
Cool.
And Cat, do you want to do a medicine or an investigation check on this body?
Investigation.
Okay. Alright. I would like all 3 of you to roll me an investigation check, please, to see what you find.
Do our ones have to be investigation?
You're looking through the packs, yes.
Fair enough, worth a try.
That's 17.
17. Looking at the body is wearing night clothes and a simple cloak to potentially be pulled over and keep the individual warm. There's nothing on them. There's no gold pouch, as you would expect, as they wouldn't be sleeping with it necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
You note that there's nothing else on them. Nothing of particular interest. There's just some stuff, by the looks of it.
That's fine. Did they look like they were trying to scramble in a specific direction? Did it look like they were scrambling, or did they look sort of more at rest, or...
I will say, with that investigation total, you pick up that there seems to be some form of scrambling to run away. From what you can gather, there are three beds and only 2 bodies and 2 packs currently. You didn't see a pack on the one outside, which suggests that there may have been a third individual, a possible survivor, or somebody who's elsewhere in the dungeon. You're otherwise unsure. But you see that it is otherwise laid waste in this instance. There was a rush, a scramble to leave. You note that the beds are unmade, the campfire may have once been lit, but there are portions of it which are scattered almost, as if somebody had either run through it or stumbled through it. It's hard to say.
Okay. So, from what I've got so far, this person was trying to escape, possibly? Look at the fire. Someone may have potentially run through this. Could be the guy outside. There's 3 beds, and they didn't try and collect them, so they were desperate to escape, and there's 1 body missing. Or one person got away.
Those are night clothes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All of them are wearing night clothes.
So whatever happened, happened
That's-
quick.
Yeah, probably an ambush then.
Okay.
Romulus and Kirv.
just-
Carry on.
I got a 6.
16.
Okay. I'll get to you in a moment. And Vinny, what were you going to say?
I was just to satisfy my paranoia. I'm going to look back at the door.
Okay. Looking back at
If
the
they
door.
left in a hurry, there's no way they took the time to heave it shut again.
Looking at the door remains open from when you pushed it open.
Okay.
I'll say, roll me a general intelligence check for this. Romulus, looking through what your satchel or your pack here, you can see what looks to be old rations. What looks to be about 2 days' worth for this particular individual. Rations are in good condition. That's all you really find.
Well, I was looking for rations, so I see this as an absolute win.
Meanwhile, Kirv, looking through your bag, you don't see any coin or anything of interest. You can see what looks to be an old water skin, which is still full with water, though that's not much of a problem in your current circumstance. You see what looks to be about 3 days' worth of rations here. More so what looks to be ingredients. Stuff used to make meals. So this would be about 3 days' worth of a full party meal, if a cook who is adept in cooking is able to utilize them correctly.
Okay. So, does that mean there are ingredients and rations? Or
Ingredients in place of rations, sorry.
Okay. Then
You also
we'll-
find
Yep.
what looks to be a book of some kind. And looking over it, it doesn't look too dissimilar to what Cat carries.
Oh,
Quite possibly a spellbook.
I will pocket that.
Okay. Wonderful.
Spell. And I pass over the ingredients to Romulus.
Okay.
There you go. Happy birthday.
Can I confirm which ingredients these are, if it matters, or were we just going to say generic ingredients?
We're going to say generic ingredients. I'll say, given the local area, you pick up that these are salted meats, root vegetables, and a little bit of spices and rolled cheeses and butters. Things that could be eaten on their own for 3 days' worth of rations, but have the quality and the standard and quantity that they could also be used to produce a meal for an entire party.
So, sorry, that was salted meat.
Salted meat, cheese, butter, and root vegetables. That's right, Sudz. Welcome back. What was the intelligence check there, Vinny?
15.
15. Okay, that's pretty good. Looking back at the door, you know that the door is open, and is remaining open after being pushed.
Mm-hmm.
Something must have closed the door since this. You know that the wind, despite it lightly rushing in, isn't affecting the door in the slightest.
Yeah, big heavy door.
Something
as long
must
as-
have pushed the door closed.
Okay, as long as it's that and it's not automatically as a trap, we should be fine.
Yeah, you can't seem to see any mechanism that would suggest it, nor do you see any magical runes that would suggest it either. But good looking out. So, Kay, now that you're back, you were looking over the body and you noted that the skeletons had these clean holes through the bones of them. This is something that
Yeah,
you've seen before. Do you recognize it, or did you want me to tell you?
I'm pretty sure what happens with the blood crystals.
It is indeed. And you identified that the skeleton, much like some of the others that you can see in the vicinity, have clear markings of blood crystal growth. Notably, by their size, these blood crystals must have been huge to have grown successfully on these bodies.
I would very much like to. How possible is it to harvest these?
Oh, no, the
They're
blood
gone.
crystals don't exist on these. They have been harvested.
Oh,
The corpses show clear sign of blood crystals that have grown to maybe 2 to 4 feet in length at times. They have grown to be huge.
Is there any flakes of them left at all?
There's none from what you can see, no.
I think Kirv's gonna die.
Oof.
Why is Kirv dying?
Well, I mean, I've got one mark and I tasted the blood. Is that gonna happen to me?
Don't know. Carry on tasting the blood.
I mean,
That's not how it works out.
The
from
more
what
marks, the better.
from what I saw from that body, it didn't look like it had any holes in it, right?
Body outside? No, you couldn't see any.
Oh, that's the point.
And besides, it looked like it died too violently to have. They looked like they died too violently to have died to blood crystals.
It's at this moment that... Let's see. Cat and Kay. For the two of you, there's a moment as you're otherwise standing there. Cat much more prominently. Your hair stands up on the back of your neck, as if there's like a cold chill, but almost like a sudden feeling, as if something's wrong.
Guys, something is definitely off.
I hate to say it, my immediate reaction was I should snap Max's neck.
No.
No.
You do see that Max is currently restless, kind of looking around this room, but you note that Max has been calm this entire time, despite seeing all of these bodies in this mess. But Max suddenly gets restless. As Romulus, as you otherwise look at Max and notice this, with Cat, you looking down and Kirv looking at Max, you watch as from behind Cat, what looks to be these, almost like this dark red mist pulls from the body in between the two of them. As Kay, you turn around to notice this with your sudden instincts heightened. As you watch as this almost blood mist congealment begins to form behind the two of them and presents itself. I am going to be using this token as a representation of what you are potentially going to be fighting.
Oh.
As I would like everybody to roll initiative, please.
Oh, cool.
Okay, I need to roll for this thing. I need to check what its modifier is. Okay. 25 to 20, please.
Not everybody's rolled.
Oh, who hasn't rolled?
Oh, that would be me.
Romulus, Vinny, and Kirv, I think.
No, I have.
Oh, okay.
Come on, lucky dice.
Oh, Vinny said he'll be right back.
That is a 1. That is a 1.
Okay. So, okay. I will roll for Vinny. I know his modifier. He'll roll well because I'm the one rolling. There we go.
Yeah.
So Vinny gets a +4, but I also believe he gets his charisma, so he has like a +8. I think. I'm gonna double check, but I think he has an absurd one. He'll come back and he'll be in combat. It's fine, and he'll probably be first, and that's gonna make things annoying. Oh, I hear Simon coming back. Perfect.
Yes, you do.
Perfect
Who are
timing.
we fighting?
You have rolled a 14 plus your 9, so that's 23 to your initiative score.
Awesome. Who are we fighting?
You see, I'll say, Kirv and Cat are the only ones who had high enough passive perception, and Romulus happened to be facing the right way to note this. But there is what looks to be a congealing of dark red mist that has pulled from the body of the elven figure. Okay. So 25 to 20, obviously Vinny 23. 20 to 15.
15.
15 on Cat. Okay. 15 to 10.
12.
12. Okay. 10 to 5.
9.
And Romulus, my old boy.
I
Alpha.
believe that as that is a 1, if that is a -5, that would be a -2.
Understood.
Oh dear.
Okay, well, you're not surprised, but you're still at the bottom of the initiative order. So,
Yeah, I can't be surprised, which is hilarious. But,
Yeah.
oh dear.
in this instance, you're not surprised, but you've got Romulus at the bottom, followed by K, Kirv, Cat, and Vinny. I'll copy this over for my creature when it comes up. So, Vinny, you are no longer surprised as you kind of hear this commotion, as there's kind of as you turn around to see the rest of your friends, as what looks to be something beginning to form behind Cat. In this instance, Cat, you are not surprised, so this is not going to be a problem for you. But you watch as you otherwise note as the mist begins to congeal and form into these thick, dark red crystals that just begin to hover there, and you begin to feel uneasy, almost sick, within its near proximity. It is going to make... yeah, it is going to move within your vision through the two of you as it can pass through your spaces, and it is going to perform 3 attacks, or it's going to perform 3 blood boil attacks. First one against Cat is not with advantage. Okay, that is a 20 to hit, Cat.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, you do have your reaction if you wish to use a shield at all, but that's up to
yes,
you.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I'm gonna use shield.
Okay, and I'll have assumed you cast mage armor because you always do before
Yeah,
at the
I
beginning of
always
the day.
do. Yeah.
So, does shield take you over?
Shield is +5, so that takes me to 21.
Okay, so that protects you. Go ahead and mark that down. Also, go ahead and roll wild magic. Kirv. It has now moved within your sight lines, so it does not have advantage against you, but it still gets to make the attack. That is a natural 1. You feel this almost influence begin to push over you, but it somehow feels familiar to you. Something that you've experienced before, some form of forceful magic, but you resist it and push it off, as it's then going to take its final attack versus Romulus. Romulus, that is a 25 to hit.
I would like that to not hit.
Unfortunately, that's not how that works.
He too cast shield. Doubled.
I pull shield out my ass.
Okay.
Shield squared.
Yeah, no, unfortunately I can only do bait and switch on my turn.
Okay. So
I absolutely would have done that and put someone else in the way.
Okay, so as this crystalline entity pushes and almost phases through, turning into this thin mist momentarily before forming into these thick crystals, you feel the influence push out from it as it otherwise surges across your body, Romulus. You feel sick, and you take 14 points of poison damage.
I don't like that.
That is
Okay.
a lot of damage.
That is
from
indeed a
the
lot of
Infernal.
damage. Romulus,
And now-
Cat, Vinny, and Kay, you recognize this creature now. It's different from the one you fought back in the Bevets Manor, but it is indeed a presence. Which means it will come back. That's all you know. How often and on what conditions you do not know, but that is all you know. Cat, at the top of your turn, the sickening feeling inside of you feels ill to you. Go ahead and roll me either a Constitution or a Charisma saving throw of your choice.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I will say you are up next, Curve, so try to be quick if possible.
That is bad. Okay, so that is that's 4 con.
4? Okay. You suffer a minus d6 penalty on all of your rolls, including damage, until you succeed your next save against this effect.
Okay, that's exciting. Cool. I
Also, did your wild magic result in anything?
No, it did. It got 4.
Okay, noted. I will also note, the minus 1d6 applies to your wild magic.
Oh.
Oh, that's exciting. Cool. So my wild magic is going to keep going off then. Excellent.
Potentially, we'll have to see.
Ugh. Okay.
Yeah,
Do-
come
do
on.
I-
You
do I
just gotta
get a
roll
turn?
good.
Okay, so it's actually my turn then.
Yep, it's your turn now.
Okay. I'm going to use. It's an action to disengage, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to use my action to disengage.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to run behind Romulus,
Okay.
and I'm going to use my bonus action to max my hood with Jeff. Stay there. You'll be safe.
Okay. Max, actually I need to roll initiative for Max. Hold on. Okay. Max got a 7. Okay. Noted. I don't have a tile for Max. I'm sorry. I don't have a bunny tile. So we're going to use Jeff 1 for this. Where's Jeff 1 gone?
I've got dual Jeffs, dual wielding Jeff.
You're dual wielding Jeffs. Where's the original Jeff gone? There's Jeff 1. Alright. Jeff 1. Alright. There we go. So you're currently hiding Jeff 1. Got it. Okay.
Cool.
And that is your turn.
Yep, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Are you back, Rebecca? She is muted currently. Oh, she was surprised anyway, so it will just skip her turn. We then move to Kay, who actually gets a turn.
Woo!
Actually, I need to roll for Kirv, because at the beginning of her turn she means a Constitution or Charisma saving throw. She'll make a Charisma, because it's her better number. She will get a total of 18 and succeeds, so she's fine. Okay.
Right.
Okay, you're up. I need a token. Okay. Cat, I'm putting that by you. It is a marker to show that you have currently got a failed save. Oh, and you can make a Constitution or Charisma saving throw at the end of your turn. If you'd like to go ahead and do
Very
that.
good.
Okay.
Very good.
As you otherwise run up, moving past Vinny through the dark and what little you can see the red hazy glow up ahead.
I am going to go here, and I am going to attack.
Attack it?
all
Okay.
my-
Okay, go ahead and do so. Cat, what's the total?
10.
Did you minus the 1d6 from it?
Oh, no, I did not. No, I did not. Still wouldn't succeed anyway, but... No, yep. That is, 7.
Okay, so you remain whatever this effect is.
Awesome. I love this.
So Kay, what is this? This is a tail attack?
This is both tail and claw and then bite.
Okay, so starting with the tail, what's the to hit? Okay.
21.
21 does hit. Okay, so what's the damage?
Seven plus 4 plus 2 if it gets affected by poison. Which I don't know if it will.
No, it is a presence, so it is immune to poison damage.
Okay, so just 7 plus 4.
7 plus 4, okay, 11 points of damage. Okay, you otherwise take a stab at it with your tail, digging into a portion of it, breaking one of the crystals as your otherwise ghost blade weapon strikes into it. Okay, your claw attack.
The claw attack was higher than the tail.
Okay, so the claw attack
It was a
hits.
14.
Okay, so how much damage does the claw attack do?
2 plus 4, so 6.
6. Okay. Oh, remember you get to add your modifier to this because you have
Oh.
extra attack now, so it's just the... So
What?
it's with plus 4, so it would be 10.
It's this right here. The 2.
Oh, okay. The 2 was for that, and then the 8 that was for that. Got it.
The 7 here was for the tail. The
Okay.
2 here was for the claws.
And you still got to roll for the bite. Got it. So it
And
was
then I
only.
still get a roll.
So it was only the. Okay. So that would have been 6 damage. Okay. So I need to undo the extra 4 that I did. Got it. And then go ahead and roll for the bite.
Oh wait, hold on. Is this thing technically classed as evil?
No. This creature is unaligned as it is a presence.
Okay, just making sure.
Good looking out though.
Are all presences unaligned?
Most of them, yeah. Most of them don't have malicious intent, it's just they exist based on something that's happened. They may appear evil based on the nature of what's tying them to a location, but other than that, not sure.
That's another 21 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
6 plus 4 again.
6 plus 4, okay. So that is another 10, and there's another 10 points of damage. Nice. Do you have anything that you previously gained from the previous presence?
No.
No? Okay. In this instance, you do not get anything from biting into the presence.
I'm gonna double check. Give me a sec.
Yeah. Double check, because if the previous one gave you anything, it would be the same as that.
No.
No.
I didn't get anything.
No. So the presences don't give you anything. That's one thing I couldn't remember. But, so as you bite into it, it doesn't give you anything. But you still did very good damage to it. Okay. Does that end your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Next in turn is Romulus. Start of your turn, go ahead and roll me a Constitution or Charisma saving throw of your choice. Remember, you will be surprised. Actually, no, because you were looking in the right direction, so you're not surprised. But please go ahead. Yep, but go ahead and roll me a Constitution or Charisma saving throw of your choice, please.
Well, I'm gonna go Constitution for a lot of reasons. I gotta. Come on, big money. That's pretty big money. 25.
25. You otherwise shrug off the effect, feeling it begin to bite into you, but you resist the effect overall.
I'm getting that goddamn level up. So it is my turn.
It is indeed your turn. What would you like to do?
I think my best bet here is using my Ghost Steel Halberd.
Okay.
Because, effective against incorporeal creatures just seems like a good idea. Can I attack?
Yeah.
I'm wanting to make sure I'm not missing anything here. I've only seen the one presence, right?
Yeah, by the looks of it.
Looking at it, and the fact it seems to be made of crystal, do I think it might be the dead spirit of one of these guys or something? Like, what's?
You're not entirely sure. If you want to make an Arcana check as a bonus action or your action, you may go ahead and do so. But
my bonus action is I'm gonna rage. I don't. We're not at a point where we don't have enough healing in this team that I feel like I can risk not raging here. So I will rage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try and attack it. The smart people can do the smart people thing. I can do the smack thing.
The smack thing. Okay. Go ahead and roll me your attack rolls then, please.
Okay, recklessing.
Go for it. You also remember you have a +3 now because of flanking, so keep that in mind. First one definitely hits.
It's definitely hit. Let's roll for the second attack now. That way I can just do all the rolling at once.
No, that's fine. Second one, total.
The total on a halberd, it's just a normal weapon. It's not got any pluses, right?
No, it just has the bonus against evil creatures.
Then that is 13.
13. No, unfortunately not. As you take the first swing with a halberd, you cut in deep into the crystal, but as you otherwise draw back and take another swing, where you swing otherwise turns into mist and it passes straight through it.
But my first attack does do 5 plus 2, so 7 plus 5. So 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage, okay. Now remind me, the Ghost Steel weapons, they do cold damage as well, correct?
Oh, they do. They might be resistant or immune
It's a
to
bonus.
that.
It's a bonus +2, I believe.
It is a straight +2. That's where the 2 was. Oh wait, I wasn't even counting for that because of rage. Oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's potentially 14 with cold damage.
Yep, the cold damage seems to bite it quite well. Kay, your weapons, were they Ghost Steel, did you account for the +2 damage you dealt on each of those? The cold damage?
I did not.
Okay, so that'll be an additional +6 damage from you. Got it. Okay. The creature is, after that swing, the creature is looking a bit more disorientated.
Excellent. Hey guys, does anyone feel like a short rest after this?
We'll have to see. So, is that the end of your turn?
I'll hold off on actions. Yeah, I'll hold off on action searching.
Okay. Vinny, it is now the top of the turn, and it begins with you. At the top of your turn... Okay. Carry on.
Okay. We seem to be making good progress against this thing, so I'm going to move in and try and help finish it off.
Okay.
I'm going to give him a wide slash, first of all, from my scimitar.
Okay. Go ahead and make me an attack roll. You will get the +3 because of Kirv granting flanking.
And this will sneak attack if it hits.
Okay, that hits, doing 6. This with the... Was this... no, this was either scimitar, not with your...
This is the scimitar, yeah.
Is it a Ghostblade one, or is it a...
No, it's not. I have a short sword with that. That's going to be my offhand attack.
Okay. As you otherwise swing with the scimitar, is it magical?
It counts as magical, yeah.
It counts as magical? Okay, so this will do full damage.
The improvement thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
Enhancement, yeah.
Yes.
The one that isn't, I've now swapped out for the short sword.
Okay, noted. So you have magical stuff from here on. Okay, so that is 6 plus 4?
Plus 4, yeah. So 10.
Okay, so 10 damage. Okay,
Slashing
nice.
damage.
First scimitar swing, clean cut through one of the crystals as it breaks it in half and shatters, turning into mist and dust. Next, bonus action attack, or...
Yep, I'm going to try and capitalise on that.
Okay.
A quick thrust of the short sword.
Okay. Ooh, 9 plus...
7 plus 3 for flanking, so 19.
19, that hits. So that does 6 plus...
plus 2 cold damage.
Plus 2 cold damage, which it takes. So that takes it down to that. Okay. With 2 quick slashes, the first one, the scimitar, otherwise cutting through one of them as you then plunge the the Ghost Steel short sword into it. You watch the cold energy otherwise forms these small blue crystals across portions of the mist, which then crumble and turn to dust, leaving it weaker in this instance. Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
I could move away, but I want to give Kirv flanking, so I'll stay here.
Okay. It is now the Presence's turn. Okay. The Presence, at the start of its turn... Yeah. Yeah. It is going to perform a... welcome back. Yep, it is going to perform a Crimson Rift attack. Every creature within 10 feet of it that is not being carried or worn, so Jeff and Jeff 2 are fine. So I would like every single member of the party to make me a Constitution or Charisma saving throw of their choice. Failures will cause you to be affected by the aura in addition to the damage that the Crimson Rift will do.
Okay.
And it's your choice whether you wish to use Constitution or Charisma here. So choose your better.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh wait, I've got an inspiration. Can I use that to re-roll this?
If you want to, go for it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Was
so
not good.
Cat, what did you get?
I got a 15.
Oh, I need to roll damage. Oh, well. I forgot I need to do that. That's a job I need to do. Okay, so you got a 15.
No,
That is
sorry,
a
16.
16. That is a success. So you take half damage. So you take 6 points of necrotic damage. But you maintain your effect of the blood aura because you still have it.
Cool.
Okay. Kirv.
15.
15. That is a fail. You are now affected by the blood aura, and you take 12 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, I was an idiot. I forgot. Remember when I got a 13? I forgot to account for the flanking, so that actually would have been 16. Balls.
Well, too late now. Okay, what did you get?
6.
6. You take 12 points of necrotic damage and are now affected by the blood aura. Vinny.
22.
22. You would otherwise resist the effect but take 6 points of necrotic damage. And Romulus.
A classic. 21?
21. You resist the effects of the blood aura and only take 6 points of necrotic damage.
Half 3?
Half to 3. Kirv. You failed, correct?
Yeah.
Please take an additional 5 points of damage. As you feel a churning in your stomach as you feel very ill for some reason.
Ugh.
Maybe this will teach you to stop eating random blood. Yeah. No. I
Okay, you
eat
can't
random
fucking
things.
talk.
I know. I eat everything.
He does it all the time.
Hmm.
So, with that, the essence now on its turn. That is its action done. It is going to spend the rest of its turn moving. Yeah. It's going... Who's affected? It is going to move... It is going to move Kirv through Kirv, behind it and behind Kay. Vinny and Romulus, you both get attacks of opportunity. Please make them with disadvantage, however, as the creature uses its phasing power.
Am I... As I used Reckless in my last
You
turn,
would be able to cancel it out.
fly?
You would.
Excellent.
Yeah. It does get half cover from you, but that is cancelled at... but you have flanking from Kay, so you would get a +1 bonus and no disadvantage for you, Romulus. Vinny, you would get a +3 bonus from flanking, but you still have disadvantage.
Oh, yes.
But I can sneak attack if this hits.
Natural
if you hit.
20.
Okay. So, natural 20, that's going to hit, so go ahead and roll your 2d10 crit damage. And Vinny?
Thank you.
Still flanking, because it's triggered just before it leaves the space. So
Yep.
that's another 19.
That hits, and your damage? Ooh.
Yeah, that's the 20 on damage.
20 on damage. Okay, so 20 on damage.
So for me, that's 14 plus 9, I think.
9. Oof! Okay.
Yeah, 23.
23. Okay, and Vinny, was that in counting if you're going to be using the short sword or the scimitar?
I'll feel really bad if the cold damage would have killed it, but this is the scimitar.
Okay.
Still.
No, it wouldn't have. It would have taken it slightly closer to death. Okay. As it passes through Kirv, it gets to roll. Where are my d10s? Okay. You note that some of the crystals slowly recover.
Oh.
Just to check, that wouldn't be a healing or regeneration
That
effect,
would
it?
be. Is it only shut off for all creatures?
What it That's specifically what it says it does, but I don't know. I don't think that just
It
applies to
only for the negating regenerative effects is only. to
Oh,
creatures.
damn!
It's only evil creatures. Noted. So
Damn it.
does still carry over. Okay, I couldn't remember that.
Evil's a subjective thing. I think he's evil.
Oh, good to know. I'm going to start using that against you. I think Romulus is evil, therefore I can do this on him. No.
Look, fair enough. I had to say it.
No, in this instance, no. So it does still gain its small modicum of hit points back. It is still on death's door, though. So, next in the initiative order, Cat.
Cool. Well,
You currently can't see it. You watched as otherwise phased into Kirv. That's the last thing you saw.
awesome. Well, I will move 5, 10, 15, 20. Can I see it now?
Yep, quite clearly.
Cool. I am gonna cast. Yeah, I mean, with my. Do I make the same roll at the beginning or end of my turn to end this thing?
End
The
of your
D6?
turn.
End. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna cast second level magic missile because
Okay.
D6 is gonna destroy me otherwise.
Yep, go ahead and roll me 4d4s plus 4, and go ahead and roll me your world magic with a minus d6 modifier to it.
Oh no. Okay. That is 12.
12 damage. Okay, and go ahead and roll your world magic with the minus d6 modifier. Got my table open just in case, but we'll see. No, that's a 13, so you're fine. Okay. As you otherwise grab Sicania in this instance, and you kind of thrust your hand across the edges of the metal and the crystal, these 4 spiraling sections of missile shoot out and towards the presence, puncturing the last few crystals as it expands into mist. You all watch as the crystals crumble and the mist shoots towards Cat. Please mark a 1 somewhere on your character sheet.
That's exciting. Cool.
And I'll mark it on my end.
Here's a mystery tool that we'll use later.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I mean, I'll use it later. Not sure about you, but still.
Do
Okay.
I
Maybe
still
you
get-
never know what
Do I
bullshit
still
will
need
come
to
up
make my roll or?
I will say at the end of this, go ahead and roll me a d6. All the people who are currently affected by the aura, and we'll say this is how short a time it takes you to make your save, because you will inevitably. Kay will be fine immediately. Cat's constitution is a bit and Kirv
I'm not
is
affected
fine.
by its order.
I rolled the
No,
one.
it was just Kirv, Kay, and Cat. So Cat, you suffer the effects of this for a long period of time, and you feel almost this residual drain on your body. Whereas Kirv and Kay, almost immediately after the crystal creature is destroyed, you begin to feel better and less sick.
Kay remembers how charismatic he is. Woo!
And I thought your con would be better, but no, they're the exact same.
Actually, no, my charisma's better.
Since when was your
Alright.
charisma better?
My
Now's the
charisma
time
is a
for-
+2.
Now it's the time for politician K.
Oh, no.
Yes, politician K.
No. No.
Okay.
I shall rule over catastrophic.
Do I
So-
still have a mark? Was that in relation to that or not?
You still have the 1 marked on your character sheet, yes.
Uh-huh. But I don't have the other thing.
No, you are not currently affected by the blood aura, no.
Thank you.
Okay. You all catch your breath in the moment. As you look down, you can see where the presence has dissipated. You can see that the body that is nearby to you still contains all the blood that was once around it. I will say, with the information that you have available to you, plus general understanding of presences for 4 of your party members beforehand, this is why the blood's not washing away.
Cool. There's gonna be more of them. Can't wait.
Yay.
Did we want to take a quick break there before we carry on, or did you all want to keep going?
I'm okay.
Would appreciate a break if that's okay with you guys.
I'm
That's
down,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's take a quick few minutes break, and then when we come back, we'll carry on. Anybody who is obviously still here and not going on break, feel free to discuss with your party members what you're going to do. Be back in just a moment.
So,
Hey, Simon, do you remember the Lady Diggleworth play?
yeah.
I have finally explained that entire situation to a person, and good God, that was a weird tangent.
Well, I must say, you are getting pretty good Wi-Fi from your mental hospital.
Yeah. Hey, you've got to admit that was a surprisingly well thought out
I mean,
thing.
I understand and appreciate it because I was there for all of that.
They thought it sounded very entertaining. I still think that Lady Dingleworth continues to be the greatest of Boogie the Fuckabee's many roles.
It's a classic.
How goes things in Totka for you? Think you've beaten it, haven't you?
I have now beaten it, yes.
I'm currently with the what do you call them? Not Grudo, Gorons.
Gorons, yes.
Also, I finally learnt that there's an evil Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking stupid.
To be clear, though, the story does not expect you to actually understand that point yet. Despite very explicitly showing you that it's the case.
Why do Zelda be like that? Why Zelda?
It's a real mystery. Couldn't possibly have anything to do with the other evil Zelda that was in one of the tiers.
No, couldn't. That would be absurd.
Anyway, I need spirit back.
Best of luck.
Cool. We're gonna die here, aren't we? Presents.
I mean, y'all might die. Cave's over time. He's done with not being able to eat these things.
That's exciting.
I called this was gonna happen. Called ghosty BS.
Right. Okay.
Right, I'm back. Have we got everybody?
One thing
or are
we
we
need
missing
to remember.
still?
Simon's just headed off, but he'll be back soon, I'm sure.
You were going to say, Romulus? Left behind? Harlan? Harlan?
He's legged it.
He's legged it.
He's only gone legged it.
I offer him the floor and he goes and legs it.
The abandoned cat.
Poor cat.
I know, right? I know.
Hi, I'm Max.
I like Max. I'm very much looking after Max.
Is Max getting all the pets?
100%. 100% he's getting all the pets.
Good to know.
Oh my days. I want to form a pact with Max.
Do you mind if I use Max as a dowsing rod?
No. You're not. He's
But-
my Max. My Max.
But we can find the presents with him.
My Max. And it was making us all feel uncomfortable. Well,
Yeah, but, actually, it didn't make us. It made. I guess it did make two of us uncomfortable.
My hair stood up. Imagine that. The length of it. Glorious.
Ah, she became the true horny one.
Ah, I become Sonic. So, oh, yeah. When we get back to this, I'm going to check where that gas hit.
Okay. You're going to check where the gas hit?
Yeah, so where it got me.
Oh, okay. You mean damage-wise, I assume?
Well, yeah, you know when I killed it and it.
Oh, and it flowed into you.
Yeah. I'm gonna inspect the area around where that happened.
Okay. You always have a look at it, and it looks perfectly fine. Go ahead and roll me a medicine check.
Oh, son of a. Okay. Medicine. Right. What is my medicine? Half of me wonders why I'm gonna do this. Alright. Oh, that 20 minus 1.
Nat 20. Looking over the area where it went into you, you can see no visible change. But you feel lightly uncomfortable. You're not entirely sure why. You also inspect the wounds where whatever the burst attack of what looked to be some form of just explosion from this mystic creature, where otherwise shot through all of you, you can see that sections of your body have begun to go dark, almost with bruising. I'll say with the natural 20, it looks very reminiscent of the wounds you found on the other two.
Oh, that's exciting. I don't like that.
No, you want me to go down on a 4.6?
Hmm. Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. I think I'm gonna have to deal with that.
Cool.
Okay. Right.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. And then there was one. Or two.
Who is it?
Oh, sorry, I'm back. I didn't say.
One.
Welcome back. Yeah. So, I'll say, is there anything that you want to do while you're waiting?
So, was there anything specifically done to trigger the start of that fight?
I think just being in proximity to the body. I mean,
You're not entirely sure.
I would like to inspect the body further that the presence came out of. See if I can figure out if there's anything specific with this body compared to the other body that might help show what I can figure out about this presence.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a Arcana check, if you please.
Hello, hello.
Welcome back.
hello.
Hello.
Is it me? All looking for?
Oh, very good.
Okay. What did you get from your medicine there, Kay?
Arcana. And it's
Arcana,
23.
sorry, yes. Looking over the body...
I think that's how Minotaurs sing. Sorry.
Yep, it's canon now. Looking over the body and kind of getting a general understanding of presences, you know that they're typically tied to something, and they typically have an effect on something. Your understanding of that, granted, is limited to the Bevert's Manor experience, but the presence was tied to the lives of the people that had died via a disease, and the creature itself, or the presence itself there, otherwise was influenced by their emotions, but was based on a virulent and disease-ridden experience. You think about this one and the manner and the effect with which it attacked you. You imagine that whatever this may have been that occurred previously here, And the fact that these strange travellers have also been drawn into this, you also begin to kind of note, looking around the room, what look to be small pools of dried blood under some of these corpses. You gather that some form of trauma with the blood crystals has caused the spirit to linger, and in this instance it has claimed fresh victims. You're not entirely sure whether it sprung up due to natural occurrence or general proximity. You aren't entirely sure. All you know is that it sprung up out of this body, for better or for worse, and it's quite possibly tied to something to do with the blood around here. So that's the information you get, but it's hard to say otherwise of anything else that it might be involved in.
I guess with that kind of knowledge, knowing that I have a little bit better of defense with diseases, I would like to try and see if I can investigate the pools of blood and see if they have anything magical tied to them.
Which bits? The
pools of blood that I've seen around, like the one that was outside where it hadn't dried up. They seemed different than normal pools of blood, so.
Okay. Oh, so you're heading outside. Go ahead and make me another Arcana check.
Hey, yay, that one.
No. Looking at the pools of blood outside, with the ones inside, it's very difficult to detect the magical essence of it. Outside, with the fresh rain interfering with this, and generally being outside has an air of natural magic to it, makes this a lot harder to read. You're not entirely sure whether the blood out here will be tied to that, but for the time being, you're not certain. But you do know that the blood on the inside was tied via magic to this, and there is pools of it around the place.
You say.
I do go back in and tell the party what I have discovered about what could possibly be going on with the presents.
Okay.
While Kay's doing all of this investigating, can I cast Detect Magic?
Go for it.
Actually.
Go ahead and roll me your wild magic.
I just don't have a minus now.
That's true. You're fine.
Okay. Right. Cool.
So you cast Detect Magic.
Am I seeing anything?
Other than your nearby friends, no.
Okay.
I will say with...
Nothing...
With the Detect Magic, you do note that there are sections of the columns nearby where there are kind of general carvings. You hadn't inspected them closely, but you can see that they are generally carved with kind of simple designs. But there are very clearly structures and designs to specific runes written on these two pillars.
Okay. Can I inspect the pillars to see what's going on with them runes?
Of course. And given that you can read and write giant, you pick up that the runes on the pillars are written are stone and ward.
Okay. Interesting. One says stone, this one says ward, and it's like magical. I wonder how you activate them. If you can activate them.
The magic isn't very strong, I will note.
Is it similar to what we found on the pillar in the mountain?
Not quite. Though there the magic was a bit more abundant and a bit brighter, an indication of this. This feels more like carved in a manner to preserve natural magic. There's power to these words, that they could be used as effective runes, but outside of that, there isn't much else.
Okay. Okay. Alright. Could I potentially roll to see if there's a reason for them being where they are?
Go ahead. I will say this will be a history check.
Okay. I can cope with that. +7, that's 12.
12. Looking at the sections of it, stone seems to be directly facing away, facing directly towards the door. This is quite possibly a symbol of who owns the fortress. The ward one is closer to the table, on the other hand, and given what you saw in the books, is quite possibly a general reminder section or potential power guide for warding magic.
Okay. So it's just signs. Interesting. Okay. And we found some stairs there. Is there any residual magic on these two skeletons?
Not from what you can tell, no.
Okay. Right. Cool.
Right then. Do we want to finish looking around this floor or head up?
Let's finish inspecting this floor in case. I mean, if we need to escape quickly and we've left stuff down here, and that could end badly for us. So let's
good
shore
idea.
up down here first.
Right,
We'll
I'm
go check
gonna
out
take-
this way.
I
Okay.
will head over here and kind of grab Romulus's hand.
Okay.
Can we go this way?
Oh, like here.
Okay.
I'll be
So,
honest, I'm happy to be led at this particular circumstance.
I'll say you go with Cat then, because otherwise you can't see.
Cat's got one of the two
Yes.
lights, so I'll go this way with the dancing lights.
Okay. And Kirv, which group would you like to head with?
Sorry, is it just the two groups?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll go with Vinny and Kay.
Vinny and Kay. Okay. The aid of the dancing lights, you're able to see a bit more of this particular section. You can see the corpse otherwise on the ground. You can see what looks to be kind of just a general alcove area up ahead, but there's not really much to it. You can see what looks to be like little bits of rubble, but otherwise nothing special catches your attention. Cat and Romulus, on the other hand, your vision, you are able to see what looks to be the beginnings of a workshop.
What kind of workshop, if I might ask?
Does the anvil and the hammer not give it away?
I'm wanting to make sure. It could be weird, like enchanting
It's
shite.
hard to tell.
I don't. Yeah.
It's hard to tell without closer inspection, but you may get closer and inspect if you wish.
I would like to do so, please.
I will follow.
Okay. Okay, so you two will head into this room. I will unlock these to reveal a full-blown, what looks to be some form of blacksmith's forge, from what you can tell. There don't seem to be any ingots of anything lying around. This place has been picked clean, it would seem.
What's this over here precisely?
That is a crushed brazier.
Does it look purposefully crushed?
Not really, no. It looks like it was maybe crushed by something or someone.
Because there's some cracking over here as well. That seems significant cracking, so I'm wondering if something... So there's no large rocks here that would explain it,
No.
so I'm thinking like a fight or something. Something significant at least. Right. Does everything here seem like it would be functional, other than the brazier, obviously?
All of it would be functional. Notably, all of this is built for someone who is of giant proportion. So for you to try and do anything here would be near impossible, given that you'd have to climb up into the main furnace to work any of it. You'd probably need Cat to jump and pull the bellows to get anything going, and working the anvil would require you to probably climb on top of it. So,
Right. The hammer that's on top of there, on top of the anvil, can I have a look at it?
yeah, you can quite happily see it from here. To you, it would consist of a great hammer as opposed to being used for blacksmithing, but yeah.
Well, I mean, you can still use that as, you know the
Strikers.
The strikers, yeah.
Yeah. Could still be used for that, for you anyway. But for a giant, this would be more of just your traditional bell ping hammer.
Just to double check,
hammer.
would it appear to be magical in any way?
Yeah, is there anything magical here?
Looking around, there's nothing that really catches your attention as being particularly magical, but you do note that on the anvil, written in giant, is the rune armor.
Okay, I am copying all of these down.
Yeah. Yeah, there are a number of wards around here or not wards, runes around here which seem to signify a attempt to channel power. But no, looking around and giving a general investigation in this area, there's nothing that particularly stands out, nothing of interest or worth.
I mean, there are runes around here, but I think that was more quality of life and...
Also, go ahead and give me a general investigation check, given the two of you are searching the area. Meanwhile, okay, Vinny and Kirv. Down here you can see there's another skeleton ahead and what looks to be various outposts.
Investigation from both of us, by the way.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
So,
Another skeleton down here?
Mm-hmm.
Is it showing the same signs of damage?
And does it look weird like the others?
In the manner that it's got holes in it?
You said that there was something weird about the bones themselves.
Yes, that was the holes that were through them.
Okay, it was just the holes.
It was just the holes, yeah.
One thing I want to do, because I forgot to do it with the other, is I want to look over this one. No, not this one. This one. And I want to see if there are like any significant spaces in the intact bones that look like they may have been broken, to see if whatever did this to him was a larger creature or if something else might have happened to him.
Go ahead and roll me a medicine check. Also, given your high roll last time, the DC will be lowered in aid of this check.
That is an 11.
11. Looking over the bodies, you can, or over this particular corpse, you can see that where there are the clear holes you noticed beforehand. Looking more specifically for this, and for more what you would consider purposeful damage, you can see sections of the arm which have re-healed over time. Potentially a broken section of bone which hasn't re-healed correctly, and has resulted in a kind of slight lumpiness to the bone itself. You do note, however, both of the ankles have been shattered.
Interesting. That is... So they could have possibly had their ankle shattered, left with the blood crystals to take them, and then the people could have possibly come back for him.
Possible.
There's gotta be more, in my opinion, because from what I know of blood crystals and what I know of giants, they couldn't have been able to have gotten to the size that they got to. Yes. I'd like to look over in this area and see if there's anything.
Yeah, I'll accompany him and move the lights up.
Okay. Moving the lights up, you reveal what looks to be two large beds, still mostly intact by the looks of it, Any will it be just general cloth that was on the top to provide some form of warmth and kind of padding for all of this? Again, it's left in its current state. You also note that this individual's ankles are also shattered, along with what looks to be 2 ribs and an arm, which has been detached.
Apologies for interrupting. Just a quick question, Chris. Are giants like large creatures, huge creatures?
Huge creatures.
Noted. Thank you.
Yeah. I will say at this point, Cat and Romulus, what were your investigation check totals?
22.
I only got a 12.
Okay. So Romulus, looking around, no, there isn't anything of particular interest, and the forge is cold. It's been that for a long time, from what you can guess. It hasn't been used in quite some time. Cat, with that 22 in investigation, with Romulus mentioning, like, there's significant signs of damage with possible conflict, you note what look to be large gashes and sections of the wall, which look like they blended in with the natural carvings and kind of the simplistic work on the interior, now very much show signs of battle. And as you otherwise kind of begin to look over some of these corpses, in amongst the clean holes are very severe breaks of significant damage and force being put behind them. And I'll say with the general nature of your 2 groups getting this information, you piece together that this group of giants were attacked. By what? You do not know.
What are the size of the gashes like?
There aren't gashes. On the wall, it's more smashes, so heavy, blunt weapons. Ones that would be equivalent to huge or gargantuan in size for a creature if it was wielded by a weapon. If it was used by a physical claw or a punch, it would be more equivalent to large and huge.
That's big. And from what I've seen, the giants have got no weapons around, really, that could match.
No, it doesn't seem like that. None of them seem to be armed. You see no weapons. You saw empty weapon racks earlier. You see that this place seems to look like it's been picked clean. That's what you gather.
Might have been here previously, but not anymore.
No.
Noted. How likely would it be for the what do you call them? For the giants to be able to do that sort of damage just on their own, like without any weapons?
As if a giant were to take somebody's ankle or wrist or whatever and try and break it?
That and the stuff on the walls and what have you.
Stuff on the walls, it would be a stretch for them to be able to make this sort of effect. You don't know how strong these particular giants were in life, but
in general,
on average, from your understanding of giants, that kind of damage is significant for a giant. In terms of the bone structure one, that's a bit more depending on the situation. You can break most bones from human to human, so giant to giant would be the same estimation of it's possible, but it would require certain or specific circumstances or a certain amount of force/training.
So what we'd be looking at here is either, well, no, not either. It was definitely creatures with blunt weaponry, possibly other giants that were fighting them, because there's no other explanation for the shattered ankle, really. Not at least as far as I can tell.
But then if giants were fighting giants, wouldn't the damage be more higher up on the body rather than the ankles?
Depends what they were using. Some bludgeoning weapon with reach, you just take out the legs, they're basically fucked.
On that note, the blood crystals have to grow in living bodies, right?
Correct.
Oh.
And like a big giant with lots of blood could grow much bigger crystals, but they wouldn't grow faster, would they?
You're not entirely sure on that one.
Okay, but probably still at least a couple days, right?
You know, from your experience on blood crystals growing, it can take days before they become a problem. It can take weeks before they can take about a week before they're mature. The experience from what you understood and from what you can generally remember being mentioned is that you're only with Brass, who was the only one that you had kind of as a living example of this. He mentioned that they were accelerated somehow by the tree. Kay, on the other hand, would remember that with the blood crystals that were extracted from Romulus, no, not Romulus, from Brass and somebody else got infected with blood crystals temporarily.
Vinny.
Vinny.
Temporary.
Vinny. They grew slowly. In this scenario, you don't know the case on how fast they would have grown. If they grew at the same speed and it's not proportional to body size, it could have taken months for these crystals to have properly grown to this size. But if it is accelerated, then it could have taken days or weeks.
Okay. So, it looks as if the giants here then were attacked and incapacitated but not killed so that they could be infected and then harvested.
That's what I think.
Sit down
Would-
and chillax.
Sounds like the kind of thing that would cause a presence to show up if they were here suffering for days.
But the question is, what could be here that's still binding it here?
Are we all back together?
I'll say you
We
can
have
be,
to-
yeah.
We checked here. We would probably move down here
Yeah.
to meet with.
Yeah.
And I'll say, as you meet down here, I can reveal these last bits. There's a staircase up and a staircase down.
Oh, cool.
Now that you're aware of the staircase down, I'm just going to bring this map over real quick. Don't mind me.
Oh, cool.
That's the thing.
There we go. Carry on.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. So, it would make sense if they were here suffering, then the presence kind of does make sense, but as I said last time, wasn't the presence tied to the tiara, if I recall correctly?
Yeah, from what you remember.
Yeah.
So, if there was like possibly a king, or a leader of this, possibly he might have something on, or they might have something on them. I think we should inspect like the bodies, or as we go along. I'll try and keep magic detect up as much as possible, but.
As you note this, by the way, as you've otherwise headed back over to your party, you note as you otherwise kind of go to reach back in your hood, Max is gone. And you kind of, for that moment, kind of frantically look around, and you see a small Max over by this skeleton, just going, "Hi, I'm Max."
Cat's gonna run over to Max, not thinking because she's just Max, and Max, he's also dead.
What do you mean it's just Max?
No, it's because
Rude.
it's just Max. She's obviously gonna make a priority to go.
Oh, I see.
He's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. No.
So, no, most of the people here, if not all the people here, are gonna be dead. I'm sorry.
That's
But
a shame.
They
They
I'm
were
sure
friends.
they would have loved.
were they? Did you know these people?
Well, you're my friends too.
Mm-hmm. And you're my friend.
All creatures are friends, aren't they?
From what I've learned recently, not all creatures, but most. Sometimes other people aren't so friendly. It's a scary world out there, but stick with us and we'll look after you. And I'll
Hi, I'm
take you back over
Max.
to the party. No, give enough belly rub. I love you, Max.
I still I still don't trust this damn rabbit.
Actually, while I've got detect magic up, how magical is Max?
Max is magical. You look at Max, he has a constant light enchantment on him. He glows, that's how he glows in the dark. He's magical. There's a general air of, like, mysterious power about him, but there's nothing that's, like, abnormal. There's, like, transmutation and evocation magic attached to him. But nothing that's, like, world-ending.
Okay, okay, cool.
It's not a minor amount of magic by any means, but then again, a glow-in-the-dark rabbit isn't exactly going to be a cheap trick.
No, that's fair. Okay, I was just curious, like, if you were going to go, oh, he's lit up bright in the beacons of Gondor, for example, I'd be like, right, yeah, there's definitely something wrong here. Cool.
It is a Monty Python
Alright.
rabbit, it's just you don't know how powerful.
Oh, no. So, do we go up or down? I mean, I saw the roof and there was more bodies, but I didn't really see a whole lot up there, except for the towers.
Well, towers sound like somewhere something spooky could be, and that's what we're looking for, right?
I think going up would be better, as there's possibly less to search up there than there would be below.
Okay, but then, okay, so we'll go up and then head down after?
Okay. Which staircase are you taking?
Well, the one we're closest to, I think, maybe.
Yeah, I
Someone
like
agree?
it here.
Okay. So
yeah,
then
I like right there.
Okay, then I can reveal this. Looking in, you can see what looks to be a simple tower. You note that there is a bed in here. You see that it's otherwise unmade. You can see what looks to be a stone ladder that leads up to the next area. You don't entirely know what's on top of it, though.
Okay, we'll investigate.
In what sense?
Going up?
Okay. Go ahead and make me an athletics or acrobatics check, as this is
I
built
am
for
using acrobatics.
as this is built for a giant to climb, and you are not a giant. You are in fact small.
I might not be a giant, but I am acrobatic. I am not very acrobatic.
Okay. Oh, so you
that
make it to the first rung, and as you go to try and swing, it's at an angle in such a way that you're trying to swing directly up, and you don't manage it, but you don't take any damage. You slide off as you're unable to really get up the ladder easily.
You know what? You said it's made of stone, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna use my claws my metal claws to like grip into the stone
And climb up the side.
on the sides.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, go ahead and make
That'd
an athletics
be a
check with
lot
advantage.
easier.
Okay, thank goodness for the advantage. As you otherwise, you climb the ladder, and as you otherwise reach the top, the trap door is otherwise open. And as you otherwise kind of climb up and have a look, you can see what looks to be a very large wood, steel, and stone ballista currently present up there, with one large, massive kind of bolt placed beside it. It is currently unarmed. This is a very large, very dangerous weapon, which would require a giant to arm and use, I'm afraid. It is far beyond any of your capacity. It would require an entire party to load and try and fire.
To clarify, if we did have a giant, they would be able to.
They would be able to, clearly, yeah. They'd be able to take the ballista, load it in. It would take them a little while to work it, but from what you can
When we
tell,
say a little while, do we mean like 1-2 turns, or
we're talking if they're fast and they're prepared, a bonus action to load it in and then an action to crank it, and then it would take an action on the following turn to fire it.
Okay.
If they aren't fast and they're not practiced with using these kinds of ballista, then it would take an action to load it, an action to crank it, and an action to fire it. You imagine with the ballista arrows that they would have here, this is... So I'll use a comparison. Most of the time, giant creatures do an additional die or 2 of damage to accommodate for their size. That much people understand for metagaming terms. A basic ballista does 4d10 damage. This would do about double that. This is built for taking down giants and creatures bigger than them. I will say from this view as well, Kay, you can see that the other 3 towers also have a ballista on each of them.
Do any of them look like they were loaded?
No, doesn't look like it.
Okay.
Is there anything the rest of you would like to do while Kay is investigating this?
I am. I'm going to inspect underneath the bed and stuff. Is there anything
There's a barrel.
here? Okay, right. Well, under the bed.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
Is it empty or is it?
S-
Is it open, or?
It's open, and it smells vaguely like it. This is probably what was used as a chamber pot.
Okay.
You drink a lot of water.
Right.
I'm gonna check out this tower down here.
I'm just going to quickly change it because you are back outside and it is raining.
Yeah, I'm gonna head over with someone. Anyone want to come over and check this one out?
I mean, I obviously want to make sure that you're okay. Chris, would I be able to take that big ass giant hammer, by the way?
Also, you can. It's going to be a hefty carry, and by that I mean it's £40. And this will be...
You know that's not really a concern.
I know
to me.
the weight's not the concern. The size is the main concern. This is something which, if you're going to want to go through a doorway, you're going to have to take it off. Any normal-sized doorways, you're going to have to either maneuver through or take it off to go inside. Just making you aware of that.
Understood.
Because it isn't magical, so it's literally just going to be a big-ass hammer.
That's understood. I've got plans for this.
Of course you do. Kirv, is there anything you'd like to do during this time?
Sorry, to be honest, I'm good.
Okay. So Vinny and Kat. The two of you look into each of your respective ones. Vinny, you see what looks to be another just kind of empty chamber. A ladder leading up with the trapdoor otherwise closed. And Kat, as you head over to this one, your detect magic still up, you can make out the rune Gladiator on the wall here.
Gladiator, ready! Sorry, I had to.
Okay, I will take note of that rune as well and point out to Romulus. That one says Gladiator. Oh, strong fighter, maybe? I mean, I don't remember seeing the other runes. Okay. And is there the typical bed prop?
Oh, sorry,
Yep.
I was muted. So you saw gladiator and armor on the anvil.
Yeah, so the anvil had armor, one pillar had stone, one pillar had wood, and this one's got gladiator.
Do we know what that means at all? I'm sorry, I'm not very book smart.
Can I relate that to anything I have seen? For example, comparing it from my runes to just how they typically write to...
These, from what you understand... I'll say go ahead and roll me a General Arcana check. Seeing these here, you know that they are seemingly being used to channel some form of magic. But go ahead and just roll me a General Arcana check.
Oof. Can I use Tides of Chaos? Yeah, I can.
Yeah, you can. Here's a new day.
Well, there you go, whatever, that's how that works. General Arcana.
Yep.
That takes me to 11.
Well, that's fine, because you understand that with your rune magic, you could convert any of these words, given their structure and the fact that you're noting them down, into runes that would use that word. And notably, more so for Romulus, these are also words, some of which you'll be able to convert into Rune Knight words.
I believe I... don't know what the effects would be, but I'm pretty sure I could use them with my magic. I don't know what they would do, but they work. They're the same shape and flow. I think I could actually use these as an actual rune. In fact,
What?
we'll have to experiment with it, because, I mean, there's no instructions here, and I can't exactly ask the people that live here, hey, what do these do?
Yes, there don't seem to be many people that live here anymore.
No, but, I mean, if you want, we can try and experiment with them and see what happens. And I can show you some more rune
I think
magic.
I'd enjoy that.
Okay.
I think what I'm going to do. We've got stone, armor, ward, gladiator. Any others I'm missing at the
No,
moment?
we've got 4 at the
Oh.
moment.
And that's not including the ones you already had, and I've been kind of trying to learn, right?
And I'll be showing him sort of like the pattern and the shape and comparing it to sort of like my runes. Like, this is how I think they're relatable.
Could I have a look? We've got that book on blacksmithing and runes, don't we?
Yeah.
I know now isn't the time, but could I just have a quick flick through to sort of get an idea of what's in there?
Yeah. I mean, you can't read Giant currently. I'll say...
I'm trying to get like a little bit of a leg up on that. Of like,
I know. In this instance, I'll say that you've been learning with Cat, and you are beginning to learn more with your kind of ties to runic magic and your understanding of it. You begin to give it some thought, and looking at it, there are ties of the words in the book to the words that are being used here. They are, from what you understand, these are runic words of power. They are carved in a particular way to channel natural magic. To what end, you do not know, but they cause an effect. Cave, Vinny, or Kirv, is there anything you'd like to do during this time?
I mean, it looks like it's all clear up here. I guess I'll take a look at its body as well. Does it look same as all the others?
No.
Ooh.
Notably, as you look at this one, you can see quite clearly what looks to be a rather large section of the rib cage has been shattered by an impact. Go ahead and roll me an investigation or a medicine check of your choice, please. And Kay, is there anything you'd like to do during this time?
Honestly, I was gonna get down and do the same with this body that was close by.
Okay, so go ahead and do the same. Investigation or medicine check. Okay. So, Vinny, what did you get?
Investigation, that's a 10.
10. Looking at it, you can see what looks to be crushed ribs. They have been shattered, they have broken inwards. You can also see what looks to be a skidding impact where a portion of the roof has been chipped and shattered. You suspect, no expert by any means, but something hit this giant who was standing on the top here and shattered their ribcage, quite possibly killing them instantly. There are no signs of blood crystals on them, but the pool of blood still remains. Okay, what did you get?
I got a 14 for medicine.
14 for medicine. Looking at this one, as shown on the skeleton, as you can see, a rather large arrow, one that would be about the size of UK, is very lightly lodged in the back of the skull of this giant corpse. You can quite clearly see where this has gone into the eye and gone straight through the brain, and there are no holes on this one. They too were presumably killed instantly by whatever hit them.
Telling you to stop trying to bend my fingers backwards.
There's no further damage to their bodies, but the blood still remains.
Interesting. You said I could see something still lodged in it?
Yeah, large, what looks to be a large arrow about the same size as
Oh,
you,
yeah,
the same
the
height
arrow.
as you, and it's chipped and otherwise stuck in the back of the skull. It went all the way through. It is beginning to get dark at this current time. The clouds are heavy, but it's beginning to get dark as sunset has otherwise reached you.
Do we
And
wanna
you begin to feel the air get cold.
Do we want to try and finish here?
I don't know. Hey, Romulus, do you want to try something crazy?
How crazy are we talking?
Well, I don't know how it's going to react, but shall I see if I can get one of these runes to react to my magic?
I don't think that would be a bad idea. Could be quite interesting.
Okay, come with me a sec. I'm gonna go into the room, and I'll stand one side of. So, like, where's the rune, for example?
The
say
rune's
here?
there on the wall, yeah.
Okay, so I'll go sort of like here, get Romulus there, and I'm going to try and use the rune that's on the wall and cast Chaos Bolt on Romulus, going through that rune.
Okay.
See what the Gladiator rune does.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me. I'm guessing, Romulus, are you taking this?
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna take it.
Go ahead and roll me Wild Magic and then the effects that Chaos Bolt would cause.
Okay. Wild Magic, that's nat 20.
So that doesn't do anything?
And the effects, is that damage that I do?
Yes, I think it's what? Is it 2d6
Okay,
plus a d8?
2d8,
Or is it 2d8 plus d6? Okay.
Okay. That's a nice low roll. That is 8 plus. Oh no, it's just 8, and it is. What we got here? It is force damage.
Okay. So, Romulus, in this moment, as Cat casts Chaos Bolt, you watch as it ricochets, hitting the rune on the wall, as the magic is peeled from it, imbued into the Chaos Bolt, and shoots into you. For that moment, you suddenly feel invigorated, strong and durable, and then it fades. 6 seconds later.
Which one was this precisely?
Gladiator.
This is Gladiator.
Okay.
I will say, Cat, go ahead and roll me an Arcana check with advantage because you observed and interacted with this in this particular manner.
That is. What was that? Arcana.
Arcana, yeah.
That is a 16.
16. You get the general understanding that what you have just done is learnt how to use the Gladiator rune. In essence...
Just a quick thing. Do I happen to also... not at least be able to memorize it potentially? Or at least learn it from Cat?
This will be, when you level up to a rune knight, I will give you the possibility to learn the Gladiator rune.
Excellent, thank you.
In this instance, as you otherwise cast this upon Romulus, as it hits Romulus, there's suddenly this wash of strength, and you note that with the Gladiator rune, you are able to effectively modify Romulus' strength by the highest dice rolled in exchange for the effect. Your highest roll was a 4, so for that one round, Romulus had a +4 to attack rolls and damage rolls using strength-based weapons.
Holy shit.
Wow.
You note I will say with that roll, this works with a concentration spell, meaning you can uphold the effect. However, it costs every single turn.
Okay,
So it
uses
effectively
spell points.
recasts the spell every single turn as an upkeep, in addition to concentration. This will also
Okay,
trigger wild magic every single turn.
Oh, Jesus.
This does potentially allow you to cast multiple spells, and you can get some very powerful effects out of this. It doesn't work with any spell that doesn't use dice. Also,
Okay.
notably, non-concentration spells become concentration spells. So if you cast anything like Aid, for example, that lasts 24 hours, yes, you can give this to Romulus, but it will remain concentration the entire time, and it will trigger wild magic every single turn, and it will cost you spell points every single turn.
Okay, right, I understand. Cool.
Yeah. So it has an upkeep cost.
So, from what I get from that, that converts my magic into physical strength? Did you feel stronger?
I did feel considerably stronger.
So I think, in theory, I can empower you with my spells. to
This
hit
could
harder.
be highly potent. But it seemed quite taxing a spell.
Yeah, that
Sometimes strength isn't what we need. Sometimes safety, or there are other options, so don't feel obliged. All right?
Oh no, but should there be a situation when, I don't know, someone's being drowned in a river and you need more strength, providing I'm not the one that's drowning, I could probably help.
Oh, I mean, when would that ever happen?
Yes.
Kirv just smiles.
I don't even know if Kirv can swim.
It's
Smile drops.
it's at this point while you're kind of while I was having this conversation, Kay,
Yes.
you note that Jeff has approached the skeleton. He escaped again. Look, he's rolling really well on this stealth, and no one's noticing except for Kay, except for maybe Kay because he's in the line of sight. As Jeff walks up, not Jeff, Max walks up to the. Because I'm going to change it here so I don't get confused. Max, right, you're the new Jeff. As Max walks up, hops up to the skeleton, he goes, "Hi, I'm Max." And as this happens, you note that it's been getting dark, and you watch as the skeleton's bones begin to glow blue, the same as Max's.
Kay comes over, he goes over to Max, and kind of, like, since he doesn't have to go far, he kind of, like, kneels down a little.
Mm-hmm.
Are you able to talk to him?
No, but friend was sleeping. And you turn around, Kay, and you note that pulled up from the body, the mists of what look to be a light blue coloration pull up as tattered fabric begins to flow to one side, and a large weapon of a spiked ball mace appears as a giant ghost is summoned into its place. I would like everyone to roll initiative from where they are.
Oh, Max is waking the dead. Good
Oh,
to
Max.
All he does is say, "Hi, I'm Max." He's an innocent little rabbit.
See, I knew it wasn't right to trust this damn rabbit.
I am protecting this rabbit with my life.
It's not his fault. He's just
I
a
think
rabbit.
your life is what you're going to pay for it, yes. Right, initiative, you said?
Yes, please.
Oh boy. Oh, this is gonna really fucking suck.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay. I need to roll for you. Okay. Where's your modifier? Oof. Okay. 29 to 20.
Dirty 20.
On his roll for Max as well. Max got a natural 1.
Good.
Dirty 20 on Romulus. No, not minus 20, just a dirty 20. Okay.
Rude. Just saying.
20.
Rude.
So 20 to 15, anybody else?
17.
17 on Romulus. Or Vinny, rather. Sorry. I apologise. 15 to 10.
14.
14 on K.
Just making sure, you know, I haven't used my nimble footwork yet.
Okay, noted. Did you use it for this?
No.
Okay. I will need to shrink this down. Actually, you know what? I'll just use a regular ghost tile. That'll work. Put this over here. And I'll drag all of these over. Ah, that didn't line up very well. A ghost. In case I need it. Okay. Right. 10 to 15 to 10 was already done. 10 to 5.
8.
7.
7 on Kirv, 8 on Cat. Okay. So, Max is at the bottom of the initiative order. Where he should be.
Yeah. Stay there. Stop it.
Okay. Okay, top of the initiative, Romulus. You watch as this giant ghost otherwise pulls itself out from the ground. As Max looks up at it, smiling. As much as a rabbit can smile.
Okay.
As you hear him otherwise say, "Hi, friend!"
I have been attempting to learn a little bit of Giant.
Uh-huh.
Does the ghost say anything?
Not yet. It's not its turn.
Okay.
Is this doing anything hostile?
You don't know.
Can I say something like in Broken Giant? I assume, like something to the effect of, "We mean you no harm. What happened?"
Okay. I will say, as using its pseudo reaction, as it's going to be going next, it replies in broken undead-ish giant. From what you can understand, "Leave this place." And you note that it is readying a swing towards Max.
Still my turn, technically, right?
Still your turn, technically, yeah. You used, I will say, if you want to, your bonus action. Otherwise, I'll just say it's a free action to talk to the ghost.
I'll take a free action on this. I am going to bait and switch with Max.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Bait and switch. Okay.
So I get to roll myself a d6 quickly.
Yep, and add that to your stuffs. Goes there, because it'll be going next.
Hey, 5. That's pretty nice.
Okay, now going onto your AC, I assume?
Yes, please.
Okay. Noted. Okie dokie. And that was your bonus action or action?
That does not cost a damn thing.
Oh yeah, but
Oh, right, because it's the
Bait and
broken
switch
one.
is weird as shit.
Yeah, because bait and switch is the broken one. Got it.
So I'm just going to stand there. I've got an action. I've got a bonus action. I'm gonna rage. No, I'm not gonna rage. I am going to take the dodge action.
Okay. So preparing for an incoming attack, as you otherwise move up, you get ready to parry with your Ghost Steel Halberd.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alrighty then. With that being the end of your turn, the giant ghost is going to take its turn.
I'm still hoping for
As
like
it-
a peaceful resolution here.
As it otherwise hovers there, it swings the mace overhead and is going to bring a withering slam down on you. With disadvantage, because you dodged. So you dodged the natural 20 in favour of getting a natural 19 for a total of 27 to hit.
Well, that does still hit, I'm afraid to say. But you know what? It's not
Dodging the natural
20.
19, dodging the natural 20 is still good, yeah. Okay, so I need these, and you take 12 points of necrotic damage as the slam hits into you where Max once was, as it hits through you almost, and you feel this sudden surge of necrotic energy shoot through you and begin to kind of tap and strike into your mind. As that happens, you watch as it otherwise turns and is going to observe the general surroundings now that it knows there are more people here. Yeah, no, it's going to attack you again. Actually, no.
That's fair.
I'm going to roll something for it real quick. No. Okay. Yeah, it's going to take another swing towards you. Disadvantage on this swing. That's more like it. A natural 20 and a natural 1.
Excellent.
Also, may I just note that the dice that has been rolling so well tonight is the dice that I got from Rebecca. Thank you very much for that. I told you it's been rolling very well. It rolled 2 natural 20s in a row, and the other dice let me down.
Thanks, Rebecca.
So, as it otherwise swings down, this time you're a bit more ready for it for the chill, and instead of trying to parry, this time you swing out of the way as the mace, wham, slams into the ground, passing through it as the ghost goes to the area below as it shifts through the floor. Kay and Romulus, you both get attack of opportunities as the ghost is going to shift downstairs.
Yeah. Am I able to reckless this?
No, because you have to do the reckless on your own turn.
Fair enough. Worth a check.
I'm going to bite it.
Okay.
It's something stupidly large to hit.
Okay, that hits. Okay,
So I got an 18.
that also hits. Go ahead and roll your damage for that. And
Is it classed as evil?
do you
12
have
points of damage.
12 points of damage? Okay.
Two of them cold.
2 of them cold. It is immune to that, so that goes down to 10 points
To
of damage.
10.
7.
7 points of damage. Okay. 7 points of damage, still very good. Okay. Was that including poison damage?
No, because it's a ghost, so I assume
Assumed.
that it's
Yep.
not.
It is indeed immune to poison damage and cold damage. Okay. As you bite into it, do you have previous ghost traits at all? I believe you got the incorporeal movement one last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So gain another charge of that.
Thank you.
Okay. So that is your reactions used from your attack of opportunity, and that is going to end its turn. Vinny, it is your turn. What would you like to do? You just saw this ghost disappear into the ground below.
There's not a huge amount I can do, not being here anymore. 30. I'm gonna bonus action dash to get over here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna hold an action to attack if it comes back in range.
Okay.
What the hell happened?
Max woke it up.
There was a ghost. It tried to hit Max. I got in the way. I am now suffering.
Okay.
I also bloodied by 1 hit point, so I am just bleeding profusely.
Uh-huh. Okay. Kay, it is your turn.
I am going to. I'm going to move here next to Max.
Okay.
and I am going to prepare my action to attack it when it comes up.
When you say it, are you referring to Max or the ghost?
I'm
ghost.
referring
Okay.
to the ghost, unfortunately.
Okay.
But
Alright.
I will say exactly what happened and why the ghost has appeared.
Okay, preparing for the ghost to attack. Cat, it is your turn.
Uh,
Oh, did you have something else you wanted to do, sorry?
I was just gonna say that I'm going to. Is it just for preparing an attack? Is it both attacks or?
It will be your 2 attacks because you have extra attack, yeah.
Okay, then I would prepare to use my tail and then my bite.
Okay. Okay. Cat, your turn. And Vinny, what were you holding, sorry? You were holding your action for attack.
Hold my action to, attack Messenger if
Okay.
it comes within my reach.
Okay.
I am going to. Max, what? That was going to attack you. You gotta be careful.
Friends were sleepy. Hi, I'm Max.
Hi, Max. And you brought him back? Well, the spirit of.
They were waking up.
Oh, they're
See?
waking up already.
And you watch as
Oh,
the other one wakes up.
Okay, Max. I'm gonna get you to safety. Come back in my hood with Jeff, please. I don't want you getting hurt. And I'm gonna offer to pick him up.
Okay. Max is gonna go, hi, I'm Max, and he's gonna get into your hood.
Cool. Excellent. And
You have 10 more feet of movement if you wish to move.
okay. What was that? Did I just use having a conversation? Because
I'll say, given you're also picking up Max, that will be your bonus action because he was a willing creature.
okay, I am going to. As everything that's going on, and I don't want to defile these bodies because it seems disrespectful, I am going to take the dodge action.
Okay. Alright. It is now the giant ghost's turn. The giant ghost it's going to look at your troop. It's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
It's going to count out loud and step.
Yeah, it is.
I like to go 1.
Oh, he has a 40-foot hover speed. Okay, my apologies. So this one comes within range, Vinny.
Okay.
Glad you got it.
It is hovering slightly above the water barrels as it is readying its mace to swing towards you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get a preemptive attack off.
Go ahead.
It's not gonna do it.
No, as you swing towards it, where it hovers just in the air, you cut away a few bits of what looks to be the kind of the flowing ribbons behind it, but you don't manage to sink into any of its main kind of corporeal matter. As you swing past and through, it is going to swing down once with its withering slam. Just a regular roll. That is a 18 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Causing you to take 16 points of necrotic damage. And then it is going to, and that swings once at you, and then it is going to take a second swing towards K, as it has 10 foot of reach. That is only a 11 to hit, so that misses. As it otherwise swings towards you, Vinny, you feel it otherwise hit and strike against you, and as the general wind and pressure of this pushes through to otherwise strike K as well with the extended length, the mace is pulled high once again, but Kay, you managed to just dodge out of the way of the essence, being able to see the almost magical aura behind it. And this ghost is slightly above the water barrels, making it difficult to hit for anything which isn't a reach weapon as of the end of its turn. Okay. End of that giant ghost's turn. It is now Max's turn. Max is going to shout, "Hi, I'm Max!" towards the other one.
I'll be right back real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Max.
Okay. To which the ghost looks at Max, and for some reason seems to be aggroed onto Max. Romulus, it's your turn.
I mean, I'm not saving him again. I will say that I'm raging, first of all.
Okay.
I just think it's quite reasonable for me to be quite angry given the circumstance.
Apologies, sorry, Kirv, I missed you.
Oh.
Is there anything you'd like to do, Kirv?
That's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. I want to shout over to Max. The friends you're waking up are trying to hurt us.
But they're friends!
Do friends
Friends
hurt
don't
other friends?
hurt. Friends don't hurt friends.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if this shuts Max up for a turn. And roll a wisdom save for Max. Max got a wonderful 8.
14.
14. Okay, Max will not taunt the giant by saying, "Hi, I'm Max," on Max's turn, as you would have technically gone before Max.
And then, sorry, how? Do I have? What do
I
I
would say
have
that. I would say that took your bonus action just to shout at Max.
Okay, so I'm done.
You
Oh,
have
no,
your
it's
action
my
and
bonus
movement.
action. My action. I will cast Mind Sliver on the giant ghost.
Okay. Is that an attack roll or a saving throw?
Save.
Okay. What kind of save am I making?
Initiative save. It has to be 15.
Initiative?
Oh, intelligence. Sorry.
Intelligence. No, that's
Yeah,
okay.
my bad.
No, that's fine because it abbreviates it to INT. Okay, so that is a natural 1. So that is a fail.
Lovely. So that they take 2d6 psychic damage.
Go ahead and roll that for me. Six points of psychic damage to the other one. Excellent. And that also causes what on its next saving throw?
They take negative 1d4 from the next.
To their next saving throw. Okay.
Until my next turn.
Okay. I will put a d4 aside so that I can remember that. Okay. That's your action. Did you wish to move at all?
Yes. I'll cover.
Okay. Okay.
Cool.
Alright. So, end of your turn. It now goes to Romulus' turn.
Well, as I said earlier, I rage.
Okay. At the top
I
of your
believe that-
turn, notably, the braziers around you begin to light blue.
That's not great. Is it the same color as the ghosty stuff?
Uh-huh.
Noted. So bonus action rage, that's happening.
Okay.
I need to check something.
Uh-huh.
I was about here, right?
I think you were there, but yes.
Okay, so the braziers have been lit with blue fire. It's the same color as the ghosty stuff, so it's probably related to the ghost. Probably not bad for the ghost, considering that's happening now. These are all barrels of water?
Looks like it, yeah.
Would it be considered an attack if I was to pick one of these up and throw it at the brazier?
It would be a use object action. So you'd be able to move 5, 10, pick up one, and then it would be difficult terrain because you're carrying a big object. So that would be 15, 20, 25, 30 to go there, and the action would then be using it on the brazier if you wanted to.
Cool. So I wouldn't be able to maintain rage if I did that.
No. Unless you were to be attacked, of course. That's up to you.
1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Well, how far can I reasonably chuck it from if I was to, since I'm raging and have advantage on athletics and stuff?
You'll have to find out. That'll be very much dependent on the roll, I'm afraid. Because it's a very heavy object, and if there's anything to note, it's a full barrel. So we're looking at about 80 to 100 pounds. Even for a Minotaur, that's going to be a hefty throw.
I don't think anyone else can reasonably do it, and I'm really concerned about what's going on with those braziers. Fuck it, yeah. No. Okay, what is the best route for me to enter and then leave its threatened range as I go through here?
5, 10. Pick up barrel. Leave range, because it has a 10-foot range from what you understand. Might have longer, but you don't know. And then moving again would almost certainly guarantee it.
Okay, then I'd like to do that so that, and if there's any way for me to, like, allow it to try to hit me, I'm willing to do that.
Does rage require you to take damage in order to maintain it? Oh yeah, because
yes.
It's either you make an attack roll or you get damaged. Okay, so you want to give it advantage on the attack roll?
I think as long as I get attacked, it's reasonable at least. But
should we say that it has advantage on the attack because you're letting it, because you're carrying a barrel, which means you're not really
carrying
defensive?
a fucking barrel. It's
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I will say it's going to use its reaction to make an attack roll against you. That is an 18 to hit.
That will hit, as I no longer have the benefits of anything. So hit me, baby.
You take 20 points of necrotic damage, halved to 10, thanks to your rage.
Holy shit, that was so much worse than I thought it was going to be. Someone please heal me.
As it otherwise swings the mace, striking you with the barrel, you stumble for a moment as a little bit of the water spills, but you otherwise use the rest of your action to pour it over the brazier, to which the brazier goes out and a visible crack shimmers through it before it splits into two. I would like you to go ahead and roll me 4d10, please.
Oh, that's the spicy. Can you double up these ones I got here?
Yep.
Danke. That is some depressing rolls on some of them, but not too bad on the others.
Okay.
So 11.
24.
Yeah.
Okay. You all watch and very much hear as the brazier goes out. You note that I can now spawn. Nope. I copied dice. I uncopied these. Just going to put these here so you know where they are. Oh, and one down here, sorry. You note, as this happens, you watch as the energy from this one tethers towards this giant ghost, and you watch as a large chunk of its matter is set on fire for a moment before it burns up its body as it shrieks in pain, as a large portion of its corporeal matter is heavily damaged as it takes 24 points of psychic damage. Okay. At the end of Romulus' turn, it is now the other ghost.
I actually have a thing called an action surge, which does mean I didn't have to take that hit at all. I could totally just hit it again.
I mean, but
this
you're
thing dealt
far
some...
away, so...
How much movement did I have left? I think I had like 5
You
foot
had
left.
5 foot left, yeah.
Right. If I get there, that's not within 10 feet, is it?
Nope.
Okay, I do not action surge.
Okay. You can still move 5 feet if you want to, but either way.
This thing has a big old arrow in its skull, doesn't it?
No, that's this one.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was talking about the body here.
Oh,
but,
yes, yeah.
I was just gonna go over to that and be like, let's give it a look.
Hi, cat.
Oh no.
It is going
Yes, I
to
was very much
make... first of all, I need to make a save for it to see if it saves against Jeff's taunt, or Max's taunt. It doesn't. So it's going to make 2 attacks against the holder of Max.
Oh no!
The first one is an 18 to hit.
Okay, shield.
Go ahead, spend your spell points and then roll me a wild magic for me. Or, actually, no. I'm going to say roll the D100. I'm going to give you back your Tides of Chaos and just make this an auto success if you wish.
Okay. Right.
Do you want your Tides of Chaos back? Oh, that's a D100
Yeah, 92.
roll. 92. Higher isn't always better.
No, I know, right?
You feel a surge of helpful energy as you feel almost warm. You feel assured that if you were to end up like one of these ghosts, you'll come back. To what extent you'll come back, you don't know.
Oh, cool.
I'm sorry. Did what I think just happen?
Oh, we'll see. Okay, so that first one misses as it makes the heavy swing against you. You lift your
You are doing
arcane
this with
shield.
disadvantage, right?
Oh, no, I'm
So I
not.
took dodge action.
Okay, well, it still would have been an 18 to hit. Noted for the next attack, though, which I will now make appropriately with disadvantage versus your heightened AC. That is an 11 to hit. That misses.
Nope.
As it then takes the second swing towards you again, hitting and kind of bracing off of the arcane shield. It misses the second swing before kind of holding the mace low to its side. Yeah, it remains there. End of its turn. Vinny.
Sorry, 1 second.
That's all right.
Right, so do these seem just like regular fires, other than the blue, or is it?
Well,
they're
you
not
can...
going out in the rain.
I mean, they're out in the rain and they aren't going out. But other than that, they act like regular braziers.
Okay, because I have no way of hefting one of those barrels.
You can always try. It's just Romulus, he doesn't need to roll the check.
From what I understand of the spell, do I think a Thunder Wave has a chance of putting one of them out?
You don't know.
Then I will... I will try. I'm going to move over here,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast Thunder Wave to hit the ghost.
Thunderwave is a first
The
level
ghost
spell,
and
correct?
It is, yes.
And I'm just going to read the description for Thunderwave real quick. A wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw will take 2d8 thunder damage and be pushed back 10 feet away from you. Okay. Okay, so...
Feels like it should have at least a chance of
Yep,
snuffing.
that is correct. It would indeed have a chance. What is your spell save DC?
So, 15.
Okay, I'll roll for the ghost on my end, but I'm going to roll for the fired save on this end. It gets a +0 to this. Because it's just going to be a spell effect, effectively. I will say that that roll didn't... I didn't like that roll because it rolled and then it just stopped. And I know that we don't like those on tabletop. So I am going to re-roll it just because of that.
Fair enough.
That's more like a proper roll. Okay. As you thunder wave, the fire doesn't go out, but you can see that there is that possibility. The giant, on the other hand, that's a, what save was it?
Constitution.
Constitution. Surprisingly, that's only a 12. So go ahead and roll me damage on Thunderwave.
It is 2d8.
Okay. That's 8. Okay. As you otherwise kind of... how do you cast your Thunder Wave here?
Just double check. Yeah, I'm going to Vinny's going to step up both weapons at his side and then like swing them together as they seem to like hum with energy and then explode, almost like resonating with each other as they come into contact.
Okay. As this
like a cube of thunder.
As the sound of resonating metal swings through the air, the thunderous wave goes outwards from it. As it otherwise strikes the ghost, there is a moment of kind of felt pushback by it, but it otherwise is seemingly less affected than you would like. But still did damage. As the sound otherwise echoes outwards, otherwise booming through the area, all of you hear this. Okay.
Okay, and then I still have some movement.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe Greenie has a reaction left.
Correct.
So, doop. Doop.
Okay.
Because I think I'm still in his range there, so no opportunity.
Okay. Okay, it's your turn. Okay.
Sorry, I was doing the thing.
That's right.
I would. How did these fires happen? I wasn't here when that happened.
They just occurred.
Spontaneous combustion!
The only thing I can really do is get closer to this one to attack and try and draw attention away from Cat.
Okay.
So I'm just going to go all out and do all my attacks.
Okay, go ahead.
Switch these where they should be.
Okay. Your tail. What's that one to hit?
That's a 9 plus 7.
16 just hits.
Or, sorry, 8.
8 still hits. That's 17. That does
4 plus 4.
so 8 damage to the red one. Okay, and then your claw hits, doing 2 plus 4, so that's 6.
Yep.
Okay, and your bite.
And my bite.
Unfortunately
Okay.
misses. As you go for a bite onto this creature, you catch a few of the tassels, kind of tearing away the bits of like flowing fabric, but not really getting any good hit in, unfortunately, on the bite. Okay. That being the end of your turn, unless you wish to move. Cat, you're up.
Okay. Alright. It's bonus action to disengage, right?
It's action to disengage. One thing I will say as a general note, as you have spun around as a result of the attack, and you are still somehow maintaining concentration on Detect Magic, you note that each of these rooms seems to have a general magical aura to it now, for some reason.
Each room?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Okay, alright. Ooh. Do I investigate the room's magical aura, or do I attempt to put some fire out? Okay, I am Nope. Okay, I'm going to attempt this. So I'm going to move. They've got 10-foot range, right?
Seems like it, yeah.
Okay, so if I move here, it doesn't provoke reaction.
Correct.
Okay, my range is this. I am going to. Let's see how this works out. This is 20-foot radius. Yeah, okay, that covers them too. I am going to cast Elemental Detonation in between these two and see if I can put them out.
Okay, I'm going to say go ahead and roll me a perception check for accuracy, given that it is dark. Actually, no, they're fires. You can see them. Duh. Alright. Go ahead and give me the roll. I'm not going to roll a save for them, but actually, I probably should. I'll roll deck saves again. They get +0. No.
Oh, sweet. That's exactly what I wanted.
What did you
Okay,
get?
that is cold, and it is a grand total of 21 damage.
Okay, these two are put out instantaneously with the cold damage being applied to them. Go ahead and roll me 2 sets of 4d8. Or 4d10, sorry.
I'm sorry. Did you just say that they get put out instantly if cold damage is applied to them?
Maybe.
25 and 22.
25 and 22. Okay, 47 points of damage. The closest one is the green one. As the green one that is closest to you, both of the fires immediately shoot towards this one, which burns and begins to swing and flail in pain. It is looking very, very incorporeal right now. I mean, it's a ghost, but it's not looking very good.
Okay.
It's like bad signal flickering.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can hear the TV static over the rain.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think I
not a
can
good
do
time.
anything with my bonus actions.
Notably,
So,
it's significant cold damage is what puts them out, but yes.
Okay,
that-
so if I was to do, say, 2 with a halberd, it wouldn't.
It probably wouldn't. You'd make a dent if you took maybe, I don't know, 5 swings, because it needs 10 hit points or 10 damage or more of cold damage. But, you know.
Just so you know, I am just below half
SP?
SP.
Okay, go ahead and roll your wild magic for your elemental detonation, which is the 3rd level spell, +1 because of your being below half now.
That's 15. So
That's 15.
we're
You're
okay at the moment.
fine.
Okay, and I can't do anything, so actually I can. I have my bonus action. I am going to get Jeff to quickly fly down and peek to see if any ghosts have come from the skeletons on the floor below.
Okay. Jeff leaves the range of the giant ghost.
Oh, come on. Oh, no, because Jeff can.
Flyby
He's got
requires
flyby.
it to attack, I believe, with flyby.
No. I've got.
This is an owl, correct?
Owl doesn't provoke opportunity attack when it
flies
out of an
out
enemy's
of
range.
Oh, just out of an enemy's reach. Okay. Never mind. I stand corrected. I guess it's certain monsters have that, but owls don't. Okay. So Jeff flies down here. Jeff sees that each of the corpses down here that Jeff can see are glowing blue, but haven't woken up.
Okay, and then he'll be coming back.
Okay.
Just checking. So
Yeah, okay, and he'll come back next turn. But for now,
yeah.
I'll say Jeff's there. So don't
Cool.
throw an elemental detonation on him. Alright,
no, I
That's-
don't plan to.
alright, that's the end of your turn. It is now the green ghost's turn, who is not having a good day. And the green ghost is going to...
Die here.
Yeah, green ghost is going to move over here. And is going to make an attack versus... One versus K, one versus Vinny. The attack versus K. That is a 17 to hit. Okay.
Sorry, yeah, that hit.
17 hits. And Vinny, that is a 12 to hit. I'm going to assume that's a no.
Misses.
Alright. Okay, you take 17 points of necrotic damage from that hit. As it otherwise swings in with a withering slam, you can feel it bash against your side as you feel the sudden rush of necrotic energy through you. Are you bloodied?
No.
No? Okay.
Bloodied is when the number turns red, right? Or
Bloodied is when you're at half or lower. So what's your maximum? And what's your current?
My max is 63 and my current's 34.
So yeah, you're just above. Okay. Good to know. Okay. Kirv, it is now your go. As you start your turn inside one of these towers, you feel this encouraging aura about you, and almost a sense of kinship and understanding with these ghosts. You have a plus d6 to all of your attack rolls this turn against them.
Oh wow. Okay. Sorry, that changes things. How big is 60 feet?
What, the distance or the...
Like an area of 60 feet.
Like a 60 foot...
Wait, no, let me check. Am I being stupid? No, range. No, range is 60 foot, sorry.
15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, enters a space. Sorry, my bad. So it's just a space.
Yeah, 60 is up to here, so you can hit everything on the field currently.
Yeah. What's best for me to hit, the green or the red? The red because it's higher? I'm not sure.
I mean, it's just the attack roll that will be more accurate, not necessarily the damage roll.
Okay.
So, the green one is weaker, the red one is stronger.
Okay, I would like to hit the red one with Cloud of Daggers.
Okay.
Deals 64 slashing damage the first time a creature enters that space or starts there.
Okay. So that will begin on its turn. Okay. Do I have a good Cloud of Daggers thing I can use? I have an enchanted sword in here, or a cursed blade, that will do. Bank! Alright. So, your Cloud of Daggers, is that okay, or did you want to put it anywhere else?
No, I think that's fine.
Okay. And we'll get to that in a mo, when it starts its turn. It is now Max's go! Max is no longer persuaded to shut up.
Oh, Max.
Max is going to look at the two ghosts, and is going to ask you, Cat, why are they not friends?
Unfortunately, the ones that...
Racism mostly.
Yeah. Can I answer now, or do I need to wait until my turn?
You can answer now if you want to, and Romulus answers with racism mostly. Noted.
Unfortunately, the friends that you used to be friends with are no longer friends as such. They're no longer living. These are malicious spirits. They're not the people you used to know.
They're not friends.
They're not friends, no. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Head Rob.
Max will then turn to the two ghosts and will say, "Bye, I'm Max." Gonna roll a wisdom save for the ghost. Okay. The nearest one to you, the red one, is suddenly frightened as the turn undead effect is used on it.
Oh.
And cannot actively move closer to Max. Alright, Romulus, it's your go.
Well, I guess. Right, so just to confirm, these three still have fire in them.
Correct.
When the fire goes out, does it affect both of them or just one of them?
The nearest one. You're not sure how that'll interact with one that's evenly in between two of them.
Yeah, because that is technically in the exact same distance from both of them. Fuck it. Let's. What is it? Was it 1, 2, 3, 4?
Mm-hmm.
Then pick up.
So 5, 6. And then you have
Squeaky.
7. I will say Roll me an athletics check to move the extra 5 feet to use the barrel here.
I mean, theoretically, I could pick it up there, weirdly.
Technically, yeah. It would be one of those that you can use effectively the extra few inches to get there. So I'll just say, make me a general athletics check for this. You have advantage because obviously you're still raging. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're fine.
Because this counts as doing damage to them, right?
Yeah, it does.
Excellent. Thwonk! I put it in there.
Okay. As far as put out, go ahead and roll me 4d10.
It's depressing. 13.
Okay. I will split it favourably.
Oh, split. That's the worst.
Okay. It splits it favourably, taking away the last 9 hit points of this ghost and defeating it. And then doing the remainder of the 4 damage over to the red one. Okay. Alright. And that will end your turn unless you wish to action surge.
That counts as dealing damage, so I've still got rage up.
Yep.
But I am pretty low on. I'm going to use a second wind if that's all right. I believe that's a bonus action.
Yeah, that's a bonus action, so you can do that. Yep, so go ahead and use with a second wind. Moving on to the ghost's turn. The ghost, being it is turned, is going to run away. At the start of its turn, it takes 64 slashing damage. Go ahead and roll that for me, please, Kirv. Oh, you need d4s.
How many d4s am I rolling?
6.
6. Yep, and this is automatic damage, because Cloud of Daggers is amazing. So that is 13 points of damage, which counts as magical damage, so that does that straight to it. Okay. And then the ghost will leave, leaving this behind. And you are now concentrating on this. And it is going to flee, heading down here. Okay. As it leaves range, Vinny and Romulus, you both get to make attack of opportunities.
Oh, excellent.
I would love to.
Oh, Romulus and Kay, sorry. Vinny, were you in
Just
range? Vinny?
to check.
Oh no, because it was the 3x3 was above you, so this one wouldn't have been within range.
Yes, no.
But I'm good still.
Yeah. You two are both okay.
It's only a 13, I think.
No, 13 unfortunately misses. Kay, on the other hand, hits quite happily.
Yes, and I'm going for a bite.
Okay, so that does 10.
6 plus 4, 10.
Okay, 10 points of damage, a nice good hit. And you gain 3 more uses of your incorporeal movement.
Yeah.
Okay. With that is your reactions both used up. Vinny, it is your turn. What would you like to do with this new information? You are aware that the ghost has to be somewhere below, but you do not necessarily know where.
Need to put this. The water in these barrels was like, it's fresh rainwater, right?
Yeah.
It's clean.
Seems like it, yeah.
Okay, well. Yeah, screw it. I'm gonna attempt to lug one of these barrels over to this position.
Okay. So that would be there and there. Okay, go ahead and roll me an athletics check for me, please.
Plus 3, 15.
15. You otherwise move over, you begin to spin the barrel using its kind of weight and your own momentum to keep it rolling towards you, kind of just spinning it on its end before you kind of heave it up and over as best you can, and it puts out the fire. Go ahead and roll me 4d10. Additional d10. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
24.
Noted. Alright. Is that the end of your turn? So that would have used 5, 10, 15, 20 of your movement, so you have another 10 feet. And you can obviously bonus action dash if you still want to.
Screw it. Yeah, let's just use the last 10 feet over here, bonus action dash. Try and move another barrel down below.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. Alrighty. Okay.
Is this
sure.
using the same athletics check?
I'll say so, yeah. You're just moving it. The main athletics check is just getting it up over the brazier edge.
Okay.
Okay, what would you like to do?
Don't really wanna. Let's see. Have we found out if these are magical fires or not?
They act like normal fires, bar the fact that it's raining and they're okay in the rain.
I'm gonna take that as a yes. So let's see. It is how far?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65 feet away.
Alright, I am going to point at this fire.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to cast Dispel Magic.
Okay. Pointing towards the fire, you kind of have a moment of, okay, let's try this. And as you point towards it and you inhale, the fire lifts from the brazier, shooting towards you in two spiraling motions, and shoots into your nostrils as there's kind of this very spicy, chilly sense that goes down your throat. The fire is extinguished. Go ahead and roll 4d10 for me, please.
24.
Oh, nice. Okay. That is the end of your turn. Cat, you're up.
Okay.
The ghost currently isn't around. You don't know where it is, and all the fires have been put out.
Okay, right. Jeff
first.
is still. Well, I'm gonna leave him where he is for a second.
Okay.
Are the ghosts? If he can just quickly pop down,
Okay.
can he see the ghost? And are they still glowing blue?
He can't see the ghosts, but they are still glowing blue.
Okay. I'll let him come back then.
Okay.
That would be my bonus action to give that order, I would say.
Okay.
So Jeff can't see the ghosts, but the 4 skeletons down there are glowing.
We're not going down there. We're staying up here tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. That's... I don't know how long they're going to just stay glowing or whether the ghost will actually come out. If that's the case, then they could just attack us whenever. I don't really know what the best thing to do in this situation is, but I'm not sure if staying here is going to be the best thing to do. We're very exposed here. I will go over to... Oh, Romulus is quite close. Okay. Go over to Romulus. I don't know what to do. What do you think? And I'm going to pat Max. Hey. You okay?
Hi, I'm Max.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I'm glad you're safe.
Well, we don't know where they are right now, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. I mean, all I can say is that when Jeff went down there to have a look, the bodies are glowing. And the one that got away, he didn't see it.
I think our best bet would be to, well, make sure that we are prepared for them, but I think we should try and find some measure of safety. I am not doing too hot. And I would appreciate at least a short rest in order to recover some of my constitution. So, perhaps we could see if it would be possible to activate one of these defenses, the ward rune, perhaps. Use that to keep ourselves safe, even if it's just for a bit.
The ward rune is down on one of the pillars, and I don't know what it does.
Fair enough.
Okay. I don't think we've got enough time for me to quickly flick through the book to see if I can see if the ward rune is described in there.
Even if it is, you still need to create your own rune page.
There's nothing. Yeah, there's not a whole lot I can do in this situation. I mean, there might be a spell to create some degree of safety, but I don't know it. I'm afraid. Kirv, do you know of any spells to protect from ghosts? You cast.
Ghosts aren't usually something I stumble into. But I reach for the spell book and hand it over. Don't know if there's anything in here.
Okay. I will flick through and see what I can see.
This is going to take time for you to decipher, as it is written in Elvish.
Let's go. Can I cast comprehend language? Would that work?
You can. Keep in mind, you're still going to have to copy spells across to use them.
That's very true as well.
And that's going to take time and ink and paper. So you can if you want to. I'm not going to stop you if you do. But
if we're going to take a short rest, I can quickly see what I can do. But we'll have to put watch on the thing. I will keep Jeff on the stairs for any changes in what happens with the skeletons. Should the ghost come up or what have you?
Is a short rest what we want to do? Because those ghosts probably aren't going anywhere until morning.
It's very true.
I think we're just gonna have to stay up here for the night.
Do we want to try?
I'm alright sleeping, as long as we are careful about how we do this.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. Alright then, so we're gonna try and attempt a long rest then.
I mean, it seems risky, but I mean, short resting still makes us vulnerable. So,
And I don't think we're in a position to potentially fight four of them.
No.
I don't disagree with you.
there's shelter in the towers. I don't think those ghosts are activating unless something activates them.
Hi, I'm Max.
Max,
Hi, Max.
just for... do you sleep, Max?
What sleep?
The state of unconsciousness, where you close your eyes and then time passes, but it goes by very quickly without noticing it.
Like when you've drunk too much.
Okay, how do you know about alcohol and drinking, but not about...
Sleep.
How?
Hi, I'm Max.
I'm logically, how?
Don't play innocent.
No, I'm not letting him get away with that. I'm inciting him trying to get past us.
Go ahead
Cat
and roll me an
also
insight
twigs
check.
what's going on. Like, how does he? That sounds okay. Cat's gonna cast Detect Thoughts,
Finally, a good roll.
but do
Ooh.
it through the amulet.
Okay.
Okay, insight.
Have you charged the amulet today?
No, I'm gonna be putting the charge into the amulet, and
So go ahead and roll the d6 and then roll your wild magic with that. So what was your total there, Kay?
I got an 18.
It's bizarre.
6.
Like, this is this rabbit that's magical, doesn't know about sleep or death or good or bad, but it knows about alcohol.
Were you a rat?
What's a rat?
I'm inciting.
Go for it.
I'm interrogating a rabbit.
You're interrogating a rabbit. And you use Detect Thoughts, Cat?
I do, yeah. I got 3 charges, and wild magic didn't go off.
Oh,
Okay.
come on.
Okay.
That's a 10.
You're pretty sure he wasn't a rat. Rabbit's sure it's not a rat either. Cat. As you focus using your Detect Magic, or not Detect Magic, Detect Thoughts, your Detect Magic fades, and you peer into the mind of this rabbit, and the word Max repeats 1,000-fold. Do you wish to delve deeper?
I don't want to upset Max. Yes. Yes,
Max
I have.
stands for massive asshole.
I have,
Xylophone.
I was gonna say like exterminator, and then they're like, that doesn't fucking work, really.
I have inspiration and I have tides of chaos should I need to reroll. Yes.
Well, I'm the one re-rolling.
Oh, hot damn it.
Alright, wisdom save, here we go.
Oh no.
I'm going to use Max's legendary resistance to pass that.
Oh. Damn it.
Max has a legendary resistance.
All right, we're killing the rabbit.
We're not killing the rabbits.
It's just like when you murder a rat, Cat. You just need to hit them good enough into a wall, and they turn into jam. The worst thing is, I'm getting steadily more confident that Max is some sort of elder god.
I'm just gonna. I gotta turn around to Max.
Okay. Max looks
Tasty.
towards you, Cat, with the eyes of betrayal.
I'll
But,
go down and explain to him.
but,
Go on.
he rolled a natural 1 on his intimidation. So he's not very scary.
It's not very scary, but Cat
Aw.
feels it hurt. Look, I didn't. I wasn't trying to pry. I just. You've been here for so long. You don't comprehend the concept of death. There's a lot of things you don't understand, yet you understand other concepts that I don't fully understand. Max, how long have you been here for?
Max goes quiet. Before going, "Hi, I'm Max."
Okay, you know what?
Can I try?
I respect you, and I'll give him a cuddle. I'm sorry for trying to pry.
I would like to insight that, but I want to try and see if I can tell something specific.
Okay.
I want to see if I can tell if he knows more than he's letting on, but can't actually say it.
Roll me an insight check.
Please. Okay. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. There is a moment where there's almost a glimmer of recognition, like there is an intelligence behind those eyes. But then it disappears as quickly as it appears.
Kay just gets closer to him. And just trying to see if he can see that glimmer again says, I understand.
Hi, I'm Max.
Do I see it? Do I see the glimmer?
Go ahead and roll me insight.
Please. Please. Yes!
You do.
Natural 20.
You notice the glimmer is ghostly blue, the same color as his fur, the same color as the smouldering,
Oh,
ghostly
Max is
corpses
another-
below.
Max is another presence. Cock and balls.
I see.
Don't you do this to me. Don't you make him the bad
With-
guy.
Can I make an argument to try and glimpse a little bit of something with this natural 20?
In what instance?
I would like to see if I can tell if that glimmer that I saw looked like it. If it gave off a different kind of vibe than the presences we've had to fight.
I will say with that natural 20, you pick up that Max doesn't have the same identity as a presence. Max isn't a presence. But Max is quite possibly being influenced by one.
I see.
So when he used Turn the Undead, that must have been real fucky. Like,
Yeah, you saw him glow bright blue for a moment, said, "Bye, I'm Max," and all of a sudden the ghost turned around and fled. As you're all left to ponder, the rain falling around you, the ghosts around you not returning for the time being, the flames died down, what water is building up is exiting through a number of the gutters and gullies around the exterior of this fortress top. You all hold pause knowing that Max isn't anything other than Max. You don't know what Max is. And yet, something is going on here. And as you decide whether you wish to take a short time to recoup before venturing on, or you wish to try and attempt to sleep here, that decision will remain to be seen. So thank you for watching, hopefully you enjoyed, and maybe next week we'll find out what Max is. We'll have to see.
He's a bastard, that's what he is.
I
It's
love
another-
Max.
Wow.
It's another cat.
Protecting a Max.
Oh.
I want to chuck him off the roof.
Thanks for watching, hopefully you
No.
enjoyed. See you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.